Yo, it's the Anything Goes podcast, man. It's your boy Sean Peoples. I'm here with the AGP fam, man. Yep, I'm back in the Black Money Studios tonight. We're here to have a great discussion about soulmates, man. Do we believe in soulmates? Are soulmates real? And we are relationship experts here at the Anything Goes podcast, so we're gonna help you find out if you're with the right person. Only us can do that for you. So stick around to find out. And we're gonna talk about a lot of other things also. AGP fam, y'all okay? Did y'all get all that excess turkey out of y'all? Because I still feel a little fat bastardish.
I should be
Feel
clear. I
very
should be
much
cleared
like
out
that.
by now.
Man, it
Cleared
ain't.
out.
I ate like a pig on a life sentence in the last meal. But hey, let's get this conversation started, y'all. Yeah, man. AGP World, AGP Universe, we are here to have a great discussion today. Shout out to everybody out there that's already on the live. Big ups to everyone out there tonight. Hey, I still feel a little piggy. Feel a little piggy. Oink, 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 oink.
Oink, oink, oink.
Sheree, what's going on with you?
Hi, everybody. Feeling wonderful. Happy to be here. It's Thursday. Can't wait. Yeah, I'm still feeling a little, piggyish.
Yeah, that gluttony is a sin. Boy,
Yes. And
man.
I sinned. I did. Yeah.
Man, it was out of control. But
Yes.
I guess I got to bring it back home. Back home. Everything good with you though?
Yes. Yes. Almost Friday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. T, what's going on with you, lady?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Enjoying. Yes, I'm definitely still trying to work off Thanksgiving because I ate enough for my family, y'all family, the AGP family that's watching us tonight. But I did take advantage of this beautiful weather that our weatherman did not tell me about today. I got out there and walked around, did my 5 miles around Mount Trashmore. Had a nice time.
The weatherman suck. Can't help himself.
Big time.
Yeah, man.
I got some fire for that.
All
What'd
is
you say?
well. I said all is well with you.
All is definitely well with me and the fam. Definitely got to cut out here a little early tonight, but
Alrighty.
still with y'all.
So, Mr. Razor, what's going on with you?
Hey man, I got to push back. I got a couple of things. I got 2 things I want to say today, man. But I got to push back on what T. I got to push back on T because this is how I know that y'all are a bunch of haters on here. Because I clearly, when T was saying that, I'm like, I did say the weather is going to get better in the 60s today, and nobody seems to want to remember anything that I say.
I'm the only one, bro. I'm the only one.
Listen, man, I'm telling you, Sean, man.
I don't remember no good weather. I thought you said Jack Frost is here and he ain't going nowhere.
He said good weather. Some 60s coming up.
Exactly. Hey, man.
Hey, haters gonna hate, man. Haters gonna hate, bro.
Oh, man, don't stop picking up your boy online. That boy said Jack Frost was outside.
Oh, thank you. Because I could have sworn that's what I heard. You know?
But he finished with the warm weather. Come on, y'all.
Exactly, Sean.
Razor, you said warm weather, Razor.
He don't even know what he's saying right now.
I need them cosigns to come in. I need them cosigns to come in. What's up?
You said good weather, warm weather. You said it.
Man,
Listen, I predicted it, man.
He even knew what weather was what. He was just talking about Jack Frost and anti-frost and all type of frost.
I'm glad Cherie and Sean, man, was listening to me. T and Sean, I know y'all just a bunch of haters. And it's fine. Sometimes I need to get better, and that's it.
Yeah. Your weather reports suck. You and the short ball guy suck. OG, all going.
Yo, damn, man, living unloving life. Happy to be back Thursday. We missed last week because you guys were getting full. Couldn't find you guys. Fat people.
Out here pigging it.
You guys are being some other stuff. Yeah, you guys doing what you guys doing.
Pigging it.
People going in hard. Like I told you, I ate a whole pie. I didn't really eat the whole pie at one time, but the word is I ate a whole pie. That's the word. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I keep hearing. I ate a whole pie. So
I believe the word. I believe the word.
Didn't you steal Lola pie too?
I probably did. See what I'm saying?
Doing his thing. Pie, Mr. Pie Stealer.
Just call me the pie man.
Oh,
I take your pie if I get it.
Pie type.
That's
Pie
right.
Stealer. Yeah,
All
man.
right.
So we got an interesting topic tonight, man. Soulmates. Before we start, do you guys believe in soulmates? Do y'all think that's something that's real? Or is that some made up fantasy that people talk about and it's not really out there?
I believe it's real.
I mean, it's not real, but in a sense, I think people try to make more out of it. If so, kind of like if you and your person, if you don't, if you each other don't say you're my soulmate, people don't look at it the same. I guess that soulmate is like supposed to be above everybody else, but that's not what it really is.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of you guys are more codependent is what it is. Soulmates are more codependent is what that is. Because it's kind of more of a y'all almost think the same. It's kind of how they kind of term it, right? Soulmate, y'all almost on the exact same wavelength every time.
So how can you be codependent?
Which is not a thing. Which is not a thing. You can't like everybody's not gonna think the same every time. It seems like they're saying soulmates kind of go along every single time. I don't know. That may not be the case, but
No.
What's your thoughts, T?
I definitely believe in soulmates. I believe in it in a different sense. I get what Short Man's saying. Like a lot of people think like it's just this one perfect person for you, and that's
it's like
not
a merger,
necessarily
right?
not necessarily true. Because
perfect persons for you.
It's multiple. You know what I mean? Like people, you have to realize through your life.
That's why it's BS. Yeah, that's exactly why.
I mean, can I give my explanation? Can I give my explanation?
I want to come back.
Okay. So calm down. You might end up agreeing with me. Okay.
Come on back. Let me get it.
As a person, a male or a female, you go through different stages in your life. You grow, you change things, you know what I mean? And I believe that there are typically 3 stages in every person's life, the young stage, the mid stage, and the elder stage, you know what I mean? You coming across your soulmate can depict Corey, if you're just going to have one or if you're going to have more than one, because you can come across.
Just say 3. You just define 3 stages of life. So I guess
you can have 3 soulmates. You definitely can. You know what I mean? A soulmate can come into your life and give you a purpose. That's what a soulmate does. They come into your life for a reason. They deliver a reason. They help you grow. They help you adjust. They help you learn.
They can destroy you, leave you.
They help you learn. Your soulmate doesn't mean it's perfect. Your soulmate can be that one horrible person who had to come into your life to teach you to be something different. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean everything is perfect. Like everyone wants that like it's a perfect match. You know what I mean?
But when they say soulmate though, and I'm looking at some text, it describes similarity.
So you can have similarity. Are you the same as you were? Yeah. Are you the same as you were 20 years ago?
No, I'm not the same. What I'm saying is though, I'm not talking about me. I'm just talking about in general how they.
That's what I'm saying. People aren't the same. So sometimes you can meet somebody, you know what I mean, and your soulmate, and y'all can grow together. Y'all just have that. You know what I mean?
Yes. Then what you're saying, what I hear you saying, is
sometimes it could be more than one. Is what I'm saying. Everyone thinks that a soulmate is one person. You know what I mean? Everybody doesn't have 3 soulmates. Everybody doesn't have one. Everybody doesn't. You know what I mean? But I do believe that person comes into your life for a reason.
Okay, let me unpack this then. Okay. Younger you have a soulmate. You guys are on the same wavelength. I'm using that term as sort of a synergy merger there. You're on the same wavelength. Let's call it, say you're about mid-20s, early 20s or whatever. You guys are riding this soulmate thing. It's working. You get to about early 30s, one of you guys fall off, the soulmate train is jacked up. What I hear you saying is, at that point, you got to ditch your current soulmate and find a new one, because the growth in you is not going to permit the old soulmate to hang on, because they're not riding with the train anymore. That's what I'm hearing.
I mean, nothing is guaranteed. So
no, I'm not saying
in a sense,
what I'm getting off
in
what
a
you're
sense,
saying.
yes.
Yeah. Okay,
yes,
and then
in a sense, yes.
Then early 30s, you know, with this new soulmate vibe and everything, synergy again, you know, that merger is working. Get to about, you know, late 40s, you know, early 50s. Okay, somebody fall off the train. You fall off this time. So other soulmates, I'm taking off. I'm going to find somebody else now.
Why do you say it fall off the train? I don't mean it like just every boyfriend that you go through. Yeah, I think you're feeding into what I said. A little, you're trying to make it black and white, and that's not what I mean.
I'm not saying it's black and white.
I'm not saying people just fall off. You know what I mean?
I'm just trying to at a high level.
I'm not saying people just fall off and you just, you know, go check in and let me find another soulmate. You know what I mean?
I'm not getting into the nuance of the situation. I'm the high level of kind of what you're describing when you say I'm here, early me, middle me, late me, new soulmate. That's
I said you can. I said you can. Some people meet their soulmate young and they grow. And they grow together and they end up in the same thing. You know what I mean?
What threw me off about you is when you
said nothing is
three soulmates.
I said you have three. I said you have 3 stages in your life. I said you have 3 stages in your life. That's what I said.
Okay.
I said, and some people can adjust and have a soulmate for each of those seasons. Some, you know what I mean? I'm not saying everybody.
And when I think of soulmates, I think of like all the way.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes soulmate is the point of soulmate and how we perceive soulmate is kind of different from how you putting it out. It's kind of like when people are saying,
I perceive it totally different than that's what I was saying. I perceive a soulmate totally different. You know what I mean? I don't believe in that fairy tale is going to be one person and y'all are going to kink and y'all are going to match.
It's kind of what we're here talking about.
And it's going to be finalized. You know what I mean? Like that's, you know, everything's perfect. That's not what it is. A soulmate is someone that has that connection with your soul. You know what I mean? That you just feel it, you know what I mean? It can't be explained. It can't be put into words. It's just automatic, you know what I mean? It's that instant connection. That energy comes around and it's instantaneously, you know what I mean?
The world's definition of a soulmate is somebody that you're gonna stick it out with, though.
That's what I'm hearing.
Most people. Not saying that you're wrong, but I'm saying that's what most people look at and think of when they're thinking of soulmate. I'm pretty sure you realize that.
Hey, I like your take on it, though, T. You have a refreshing take on it, but I'm thinking of it in the usual sense when we hear soulmate, right? When we hear soulmate, we think of like forever.
You finishing this relationship out with this person.
Exactly. High school death or something, you know, or college to death, or your first work job to death or whatever. Or at some point in your life, when you get with that person, that's a soulmate, y'all don't leave. No, if you meet them early, middle, or late, y'all just don't leave.
Some would say I would die together.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think
I wouldn't say that. But some,
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily, you know, because sometimes you can have a soulmate and y'all just not. How do you say it? It just don't work. You know what I mean? The timing is not right. It's not just that. The timing has to be right. You have to be in the correct positions of your lives in order to intertwine like that. You know what I mean? You can meet somebody who has that connection, but they just aren't where you are. And then years later, they're there. You know what I mean? And you come back to them and you reconnect.
But
is your mic muted, short man?
Hey, sorry. You have a point. Yeah, I was over here on a rant, boy.
I see you was moving your mouth like crazy, but that's what I mean. Sometimes it's just timing.
You do have a point, though. You do have a point when you say the different soulmate. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. You do have a point in that we come up here and we say you can love more than one person. You know, be in deep love with more than one person. So I guess it stands to reason that you could, at whatever stage you are in your life, and you make progress or different growth level, you may need to, you know, you may run into another soulmate, I guess, to kind of.
I mean, I believe you can have more than I don't believe it's just one perfect person in this world. I believe
No,
that
no, no. I mean, there isn't.
there are multiple people that a person can connect with and their energy, and they have that exchange and that good connection is what
But
I'm
the true
saying.
definition of soulmate is true definition of soulmate is the
I
one
mean,
that
if
you
you
gonna
don't
stick
want
it
to go
out
into
from
the
start
true
to finish
definition
with.
of soulmate with me, because I get real deep when it comes to soulmate.
No,
We
no,
don't
we
want you to get
just
too
gonna
deep. We
read.
want
That's
you to
why.
get too deep. We
The
don't want you to get
dictionary
too deep.
said. Yeah, we ain't gonna.
That's why I said let's not go into
We ain't gonna
the
go
Hey,
with what anybody perceives.
this ain't
We
peace,
just
love, and
gonna
hair
go
grease.
with
We want to hear the
dictionary.
real.
Yeah, we're gonna go with the dictionary meaning. We're not gonna do this tonight of
Yeah, we
reading something and then interpreting how we feel like.
Hey, this ain't Woodstock, okay? We want
But
what we know soulmate to
Yeah.
be in the mainstream sense of it. That's what we want to hear. When you watch a movie and they saying it's soulmate at the beginning of the movie and they got this old crazy stuff, they crying together, they laughing together, they dying together, all that. That's what we talking about, right?
Yeah, but the
but
thing is, before I let you go, Razor, because you've been trying to come in, the how the world look at soulmate, T-take is different from how the world look at a
yeah.
soulmate. But
Because you
of soulmate,
okay.
yeah, in the ideal way of people saying that's my soulmate, is like we were saying, it's somebody that you finish the relationship with. It's somebody
No,
that you
you
finish out the time with, somebody that and in sense, you can have a friendship that's not a relationship wise that could be a
Exactly.
soulmate.
Platonic.
yeah,
Friend,
so that's
Platonic.
soul
Yep.
yeah.
tie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
But
that
also y'all keep saying like y'all stay together forever. You
in
have
that
people who
concept,
stay
I'm
together
talking
forever
about.
and
We're not talking about the friendship part of the soulmate. We're talking about the relationship part of the soulmate.
Yeah.
This is what we talk about on Thursday night. So we're not going to intertwine the two. When we talk about soulmates now, of relationship soulmates, that I mean, how can the person be a soulmate if y'all don't stick it out? That means you're changing forms from one to the other.
well, no, like y'all keep saying people stay together and that means they're a soulmate. You know what I mean? Some people just stay together because it's easier. Some
No,
people
we're not
stay together for convenience.
we're
Some
moving the
people
goalposts with that. We're not. That's not what we're saying. We're not saying that you staying together and you're together, but you're staying together for whatever. We're just talking about soulmates staying together. Other people staying together and not being soulmate is not part of this conversation right now.
well, no, what I mean is never mind. You're
all
saying
right,
that you can't have more than one because of go ahead,
I'm
let
Razor.
not
let
gonna tell you
let
T. I'm
let
not
let
gonna tell you
let
that.
let,
I'm
let
not gonna
me
tell
let
you more than one.
you
That's your
know
point. Yeah. Go ahead, Razor.
you
Go
know
ahead,
my
Razor.
my definition of a not definition, but the way I view it, a soulmate is someone that you stick it out with. You know, somebody that the end all be all. You know, so um, the if you're with somebody and it didn't work, can you really say that was your soulmate because it didn't work? You know, so we're saying that it wasn't, but because you could be with somebody and you think you're in love with this person, and then you meet somebody else and you might say, I don't know what that wasn't love that I was in. Because a lot of people feel like they're in love, and when they meet the right person, soulmate, they'll say, man, what I was in
That
was BS, and that wasn't anything, so when
Okay,
I when
Razor.
Not even that the relationship was yes. The intents of that
The
love just
intent.
don't compare to
was
this
to
intent.
what
yeah, and see, I would say that would be the difference too of knowing your soulmate. Because if it was your true soulmate, of course, people think when they're with someone that's their soulmate. But if you can get out of that relationship and still see that you still had that connection, it just didn't work out. You know what I mean? Then I would think that is your soulmate. You know what I mean? You have women who are in happy relationships, don't want to go back, but they still have this feeling about someone who wasn't right for them. You know what I mean? Their souls just connected. It doesn't mean that it's perfect. It just means that there's an energy exchange between the two people that you can't even begin to put into words. You know what I
I
mean?
have
It's
a question,
not just
though.
it's
Is that really a soulmate, or is that just somebody that made an impression in your life that you can't get over? Because if the person, I'm thinking, if you're my soulmate and we feel like we supposed to be together, why can't we be together? Aren't we supposed to change our
lifetime,
habits? Change our
society,
habits?
pride.
We're supposed to change our habits because we're soulmates and we're supposed to be together?
Yeah, but again, we're all still human and nothing is perfect. So when you have social, when you have, you know what I mean, different things that intertwine, you know what I mean, then hey, it can get that person away from you. It doesn't mean that that connection's gone. You know what I mean? It
I
really
feel
don't.
like if you walk out on somebody that's supposed to be your soulmate, I feel like I feel like there's no connection
Yeah,
there.
you can't.
That
Yeah, you
connection
can't.
will be there. That connection will be there
But
forever.
I got a
You know
question
what I
for you,
mean?
though,
When
T.
you
T.
have a
T.
soulmate, that
I
I
connection will
got a
have
be
a
question
there.
for you, T.
Even if
Let me
you
ask you a
even if you
question, T.
don't
All right,
think
T.
you even if you're not with them.
Sheree, your time. We before we get to arguing, everybody got to put their opinion out.
I don't see. I have a total different. I don't. To me, a soulmate is someone that you connect with. Basically, that touches on your. It don't even have to. It just that person makes you feel a certain way. Like it. That person just by the voice, you hear their voice is like it brightens you there. And I you to me, if you was somebody and it don't last, I don't think that person was not for you. Maybe y'all didn't connect in some type of way. Y'all thought y'all was good, but something happened and y'all separate or whatever. But I think to me, soulmate is somebody that you really, really, like you cannot see your like if they do something bad, like if not saying take out cheating, but if they do something and they're trying and y'all working at it, the relationship, and y'all just together and everything, nothing breaks y'all. To me, that's a soulmate. Nothing can break y'all. Nothing can interfere. Nobody can say, I don't care. They can just be in your ear all in and you're just no ever. To me, that's a soulmate. When y'all connect, like nothing can break y'all. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
That's
Nothing
what I'm
can
talking
break
about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying, T. You can't. So T,
So I mean, so
You can't walk away
if
from
you break
somebody.
up with that person, you still have a connection with them and you still have a
Yeah, but
friendship
but
with
but
them.
It's
but
not
it's
the
not
same
And
though.
it's
it's
That's not
still
not
the
your
there
same
that
though.
soulmate.
That's not the
Yeah,
same
well,
that's
though.
what
how
I'm
is that not
saying.
your
No,
Because
soulmate?
y'all not together.
that's not the soulmate. The
Y'all not
soulmate.
together. If you can, we went over this before. A friendship with somebody that you have outside of a relationship is different from you being in a relationship with them. So we can't compare that. I don't.
If you saw fit to leave this person, how can you call him your soulmate? If you saw fit to walk away from them, even
So
though
so you've never seen
It's
people
it's
I mean,
it's
I'm
it's
saying
just
separate and get back
it's
together?
it's just like
I
a
mean,
You've
I've seen
never
that.
it's
saw you never saw my
I've seen
parents.
that.
My
I mean,
parents my parents separated for
that's
13
different
years
though.
and got back
But
together.
I
You
wouldn't
know what
call
I
them
mean?
I wouldn't
And
call them
they
soulmates.
broke, but they
I
made it
wouldn't
back
call them
together.
soulmates
And I
though.
feel like
Yeah,
they are definitely soulmates. You know
they
what I
could,
mean?
but
and I could agree with you on that. That could be soulmate. But what I'm saying, if you don't end, because every relationship have problems, no matter how y'all fit in line. If you can step away from the relationship and get back together, that means y'all are ending it together. If you get back together and ending it together, yeah, that person your soulmate because you probably moved on,
I take that point.
stepping out.
I mean,
You realize that
you
that's it.
risk that though. You risk that, and you can very easily, in the midst of a breakup, you can very easily be convinced that this person isn't that. You know what I mean? Person you thought they were. You know what I mean? You can start a new relationship. You can fall in love with someone. You can begin to build a family with someone, and then you come back across your soulmate, and your soulmate's there, like bam, and then those same feelings, those same everything come right back
No,
to you. You know what I mean?
I think you coming
But
back to them. You
but at
making them
this
your soulmate
point,
now. They weren't your
let me
soulmate
finish.
before.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
At this point, you see them in a relationship and you see that kind of stuff, so you don't want to mess up what they got going on. So you yourself back away, and then you two never end up together, and they end up. He could be in a horrible marriage.
That ain't your soulmate then.
that's
Yeah,
not
Yeah,
yeah.
that's not your soulmate.
Why? If it was my soulmate, if it was my
Because
soulmate, then I say I ruined his family.
No, because
if it's your
your
soulmate,
soulmate is not going. Your soulmate is not going to settle for somebody that's not their soulmate. If you get
Okay.
what I'm saying, that's not how it
I mean,
works.
I hear what you're saying, but I
You know,
hear it, but
if, if I
I don't
feel like
believe that.
somebody is my soulmate, I'm not getting into a deep relationship with somebody else because I know that's never going to work. I can't be happy with somebody that
because your
like,
heart is with
yeah.
that person.
But
If I
your
ever
heart can be
wanted to
with
have no,
that person, but if that person is not giving you that same replication back, you are going to move on if you're single.
So your heart's supposed to move on too. How you gonna be in a relationship with
Your
me?
heart just can't move on from a soulmate. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to explain to y'all.
No,
that's the thing with a
what
soulmate.
You're saying your ideal of thinking that.
Yeah, I'm giving you my explanation. It doesn't mean it's right. It's just mine.
Nobody is saying you're right or wrong. So that's what you're saying. You're trying to say you're right.
No, I'm not saying I'm right. I said this is my explanation.
What you're not understanding what we're saying is we're looking at it on this angle. First, we agree. I agree with you that I think a person can have multiple soulmates at once if we looking at the soulmate concept right now. I'm in love with 3 people at the same time. I think that's possible. Here's what I don't think possible. I don't think you can say phases of life when you're at phase 1 and this is your soulmate for phase 1. How is that? Come on, man. How is that possible?
I think maybe the way I explained it came across to you guys the wrong way. I wasn't saying that each stage of your life.
Take 2.
Let's hear her say. Let's hear her.
I wasn't saying that, because I've grown into this moment, then I'm gonna switch my soulmate. What I was saying is people change. So I can have a connection with someone at a young age and we have that connection, but that person isn't growing and that person isn't adapting, and then we separate. I am now a whole new woman outside of that relationship. So my energy, who I am today, is going to attract a totally different type of person. Right?
So indeed saying,
I'm not a soulmate. Is that really a soulmate though? You just got somebody new.
So indeed saying that person was not your soulmate.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
It's just the true definition of soulmate. The true.
It's just like growing together. You know, if you didn't grow together, then you can't truly say.
I wasn't
soulmate. You wasn't soulmate. All right. So it's just like if you say, all right, you had a friend and you grow up with your friend, right? And y'all start to separate from each other. You know, y'all had an expiration date. Y'all ended things because y'all wasn't seeing eye to eye anymore. You know, because you might be still in the partying phase, and this person might be, hey, I want a family, I want to do stuff, I want something totally different. So now y'all separate. You know, I look at this at if you have a true soulmate, y'all not going to separate. Y'all going to grow together. Y'all gonna continue to make sure y'all connect together. It's just like say me and Sean, Cherie or Short Man, we've known each other, but we no. You see, you're funny. Stop it, man. Nobody had it. Let me make my point. Before you still go on with this.
Me don't know what I'm talking about right now.
I understand
right now. Oh man, I'm going to expose myself right now.
What I'm saying is, before y'all get into it, Sherry, you understand what I'm saying? Listen to me, Sherry. But if
gotta keep the fun side of it.
You know, Sean ain't.
Listen, but I'm saying,
get away with that.
You know, Sean ain't about nothing.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, if we wouldn't be friends today if we was going in 2 separate directions. You have to grow together, and be on the same kind of stuff, because if we're on the phone and we talking about 2 different things all the time, we're not going to see eye to eye. He's going one direction, and Sean or Cherie or Sean might go in a different direction. But you could look at it as your soulmate. They're going to grow with you. So even, let's say, I do understand what you're saying. Like, you could separate and come back together because y'all
your mind.
But having 3 different ones, no, y'all give away your soul too much.
Because I feel like this. If you separate, which I agree with you on that point. So it's not like we are in disagreement with the whole of what you're saying. But I just don't agree with you on all of it. If we separate and get back together, yes, then more likely,
Yeah,
if we're gonna end it together, we're soulmates. We realize that hey, it's not gonna work over here. It's not gonna work over here, and you know, that's what I want because I feel like that's the connection I have right there. So, but if I'm moving on from you, are you really my soulmate, or do we have temporary soulmates then?
Mm.
No,
Good
you could just still completely. They could still be your soulmate. It just did not work out. You know what I mean? Like you'll still feel that connection for them. I get what y'all saying. We're supposed to grow together, but I am still me and they are still them. So I even though they're my soulmate, I can't make them do anything. So yes, he could still be my soulmate. I could still feel that connection with him, but if I have moved on and have found another one, you know what I mean? What's the difference?
So let me give you a phrase now. What Razor was saying, I'm gonna add on to what Razor was saying. Friendship, because relationships are friendship, soulmates can be a friendship type of thing. So me and you are friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we end up not being friends. So
Mm-hmm.
later on in life, we are referring to ourselves as a sister and brother bond that could never be broken. And all of a sudden, we're not friends. 5 years from now, we're not friends. We see each other, we walk past each other, we don't talk to each other. Is that really a bond that couldn't be broken, or is that or we grow apart? Either we grew apart,
I
something
mean,
happened.
you can grow apart, but you can also
Is that
you
still a
can
bond?
also have friendships that break up and come back together. Does that, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
if that's what we said. If the friendship come back together,
Yeah,
then
we're not saying
that's
it negates the soulmate.
But
We're not saying it negates it, but we're just saying, like you said, if you come back together, yes. But if you hop from one soulmate to another, you give
I mean,
away your
sometimes
soul.
you can have a soulmate, but you still gotta take care of your soul first. So you can't allow.
You got a new boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever. You ain't a soulmate. You got a new boyfriend or girlfriend. Don't call it a soulmate. That's what you got. That's what you got.
I'm not saying just any. I'm not
Yeah.
saying the next guy you meet. You may not ever meet another soulmate, but I believe you can meet another soulmate.
I believe you're throwing away your soul
I
every time you do
absolutely
that.
believe you can meet another
I believe
soulmate.
you're throwing away your soul every time you do that. Your soul gone
I
in
believe
hell.
you throw away your soul every time you have intercourse.
What?
No, you got problems. Get the hell out of here.
No, that's soul ties.
Well,
That's soul ties.
Can
Every
we
time
ding
you
her or
have
something?
intercourse
Hey,
with
can we ding her or
somebody.
something?
Yeah.
Hell,
So
that's the
it's
deepest part of my damn soul. Are you crazy?
Let's keep
What the hell?
Let's keep the conversation here. Let's
But she took it
all right,
somewhere. Whoa.
let's forget that we are. Let's just keep
All
it.
right, okay.
Keep
Cause
it
y'all about to take me somewhere crazy, man.
Yeah, we don't want to go in
OG,
there.
calm down. OG. Oh, yeah. OG.
But I think I don't know, man.
Thanks, T.
The world look at soulmates as somebody you stick it out with, not as somebody you change if you outgrow somebody. That means y'all never had that connection you thought you did anyway.
Exactly.
You growing out of that person. A soulmate, you can't grow out of a soulmate. You can't.
I didn't say you grow out of it. I said
still there. That's a soulmate.
You see that they're not
soulmate.
moving forward anymore in life, and you need to move forward. You know what I mean?
You outgrew them.
Yeah, but you're not moving a soulmate though. The next person ain't your soulmate. That's just a person.
So you're saying that because you're my soulmate and we're on top of the world, and then let's just say you become heavily hooked on drugs. Because you're my soulmate, I'm supposed to allow you to take me down into the trenches?
No, that's when you break the soul. Hell. Break the soul if you want to.
But does that mean that we're not, you know what I mean? I still have love for you. I still care for you, but I can't allow you to bring me down. So some people do have to move on. It doesn't mean that you don't love somebody. It doesn't mean that you don't love nobody. It doesn't mean that feeling's not there. It's just you have to protect your energy over everything.
I love you and you not be my soulmate.
That's what I was about to say. I was about to say that. The next person is
I'm
not the soulmate.
okay. I'm not just saying, Lo. You still have that connection with them, is what I'm saying. You still have that connection. That connection has not died. Like they said, like Cherie said before, no matter what they do to you.
You just said if the person stopped and you can't, that means you moving on. You grow away from the person.
Okay.
That's what you're saying. You just don't want to say that, but that's what you're saying.
I said you're moving on, but that does not mean your connection dies. You're not listening to what I'm saying. I said you can move on, but that connection does not die. That connection is there.
What you said is the person staying here, so you got to go away from there. That means you're growing away from the person.
The connection is dead.
Okay, but you still have the connection.
Admit to the connection dead. The connection is dead.
Okay, how can you say the connection is dead, but y'all believe that people can break up and get back together? But how can you break up if you never separate? How can you?
Calm down. Breathe down.
So look at it.
I don't understand that. Y'all agree? Y'all agree with me that
we say that
soulmates can break up and get back?
We're talking
get back
about
together, right?
We're not talking about stopping at one point. Even if you do get back together and you don't finish off, it's not your soulmate. What we're saying is you finish off the thing with your soulmate.
Okay.
Unless your soulmate died.
Okay.
Then but you can't tell me, I guess you can because it's your opinion, but I can't agree with that.
I don't like I said, I don't know. Just like I feel like if I'm gonna put myself in it, I know for a fact that I'm with my soulmate now. I feel it in my bone. When I was married before, whatever I had, but it wasn't the feeling that I have now, the connection that I have now. It wasn't like that. And when we went that were separated, I was not connected at all. There was no connection. It was up. Yeah, I hope nothing happens to him. Oh my God, if something happened, I pray. But in reference to connection, nothing there. Nothing there at all. So to me, like I said before, I don't think you can share your soul with different. It has to be that one person that you connect, that soul is just, and even if
but you're not sharing it if it's a soulmate. It's not even that you share it. It's just an instant connection. That's the thing with a soulmate. You don't go out trying to give your soul to people. Y'all keep saying share it with people.
I feel like that's what you're doing.
I think, you could be somebody, you could always love and care for that person. You may never want it. That person might could call you. You could be like, let me, I'm always look out for that person, but it's not your soulmate. You still have a love for that person that you don't want to see them fail. You don't want to see them go down the drain. Yeah,
we went a whole hour about this before a couple of weeks ago.
But is it your soulmate? That's somebody because like you said, you're my soulmate. I'm not going to let you drag me in the ground with you. I'm not going to fail with you. You're going to do that by yourself. But if there's any way that I can give some assistance to help you and to get you from out of that slump, then I'm a provide that assistance. But am I going to be your soulmate and say I'm going to fail with you? No, you're on your own. You're going on that journey by yourself. So I can't. That soul ain't going there. So at the end of the day, you just have to say, well, it wasn't my soulmate. I'ma still look out for that person. I still care for that person. But I'm not going on that journey with you. So.
And
yeah.
everybody that you love is not your soulmate. You can love somebody and they don't necessarily have to be your soulmate. So me loving you and we breaking up, getting back together, or me loving you and you in some type of problems and I'm wanting to help you doesn't make you my soulmate. I could not even love you anymore. I could just be Reza a nice person.
Just be a nice person.
All our friends categorize Reza as being too nice of a person at times. So Reza is a nice person. If you need help, he's gonna help you. Unfortunately, if you think I'm gonna do the same, then your ass is. But anyway, quick commercial break. Shout out to everybody online. Corey, big up yourself. Dre, big up yourself. Pet, big up yourself. Demby, Demby there tonight. Wagwan, Demby, big up yourself.
Demby.
Corey, thanks for the donation, my
brother.
Yeah,
man, Corey, big up yourself always.
Big up wifey in the comments.
Thank you.
Everybody in the comments, Wagwan with their things. I don't want y'all to feel. T does have at least one person in the comment section that agree with her. And I'm not surprised that
she have more than one. They just not commenting.
I got more than one. It's quite a few in there that agree.
I plugged my soul and I plugged it in 3 times in my life.
I mean, y'all again. I got a little. It's
didn't
not.
listen to what I said.
I wasn't talking to you.
In your head told you what you thought I said, but you didn't listen to what I said. I said you got at least one person in the car. I didn't say you have one. So you had at least one person agreeing with you. I didn't say you have one.
I mean, both just said I got more than one. We both ain't hear you.
I'll tell you, boy. You know, but yeah. When I think of our local reader ain't here tonight, so we'll have to substitute.
T got a lot of energy.
That's what I'm about to. That's what I was about to say. T got the no accent like the rest of us. People be like, yo, what you say?
I'm chewing on these. This plastic in my mouth.
Yeah, my cousin say, hey man, I don't know what y'all Jamaicans be saying up there, man. You need to let the Americans talk.
What?
Go ahead, read that.
I think y'all do very, very well in talking.
Yeah,
to me, a soulmate is anyone that has come into your life and touched your soul in a positive way, no matter if they're still here today, all day, had to part ways, but they have added to your soul being. Have added to your soul being. Yes.
I highly disagree with that, but okay. Go ahead, hit that one too. Read that one too, T.
Which one? The connection will be there forever. T is right.
I highly disagree with that also. Read that one too.
A soulmate is when we are not right without each other. We work with others. We're toxic.
We were toxic. Deliberate that, Papa.
I think you already explained that his phone was tripping and he got to rewrite.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he did say that.
Read that one too, T, so we can get back in the conversation.
I agree with T. You can have more than one soulmate. How many times you meet people who are similar and remind you of someone else?
Dumby, you have. I said Dumby. Sorry, Dumby, you have like
Dumby.
Wow.
Sorry, Dumby. You have 20 of them, so stop it.
Wow.
You have 20 of them.
Then we pull a soulmate every week, huh?
Somebody reminded me of somebody else. Don't necessarily make them my soulmate. I meet people all the time that remind me of other people.
What I'm hearing is the definition of soulmate has changed over the years. Now it's not what it's not. Doesn't mean what it used to mean anymore.
What it mean?
It's multiple. There's always different.
That's what people take definitions,
people's perceptions,
and change the definition into what they feel like the definition of thing, and that's not what we really go by when we're doing definitions. We go by what the definition actually means.
It personally, never mind, because I'm not reading.
I can't see it. It's really, really small.
A person ideally suited to another one as close friends or romantic partner. Read that again. A person ideally suited to another as a close friend or a romantic partner.
So you got multiple.
Yeah, people have multiple romantic.
It doesn't say that we're together till the end.
Here's this one. A person.
I was just about to do that. Go to a couple other definitions because
here's one, guys.
I actually did that purposely because I knew she was going to come and say something. So I was going to use the next one to stomp on her. But you can go ahead.
No, so this one is a person who strongly resembles another in attitudes or beliefs, ideological soulmate. So there's right. I get you, T-Tron. You need an out, but that's not your out.
I'm not talking about an out. I don't need an out. Yeah. I don't need an out.
You have a great definition. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it's not what we usually.
It's not what you agree with, and it's absolutely fine. That shows us we're not soulmates.
There you go. See, you trying to unplug. There you go.
I think a lot of people don't understand the difference between. Like we had this conversation before we went back. I remember I was trying to explain to T about somebody loving you, the different phases of love and the different phases of somebody being a nice person. And I think that a lot of people intertwine that in conversations a lot of times, that they don't realize that, hey, I could just be a nice person. That don't mean I love you. I could just don't want to see bad stuff happen to you. So I might throw you the extra money that you need to take care of your rent, or I might come to your rescue.
Not
But
a
it doesn't
soulmate.
mean that I love you.
Not a soulmate.
And it doesn't mean,
Yeah.
it means that you don't want nothing to, I don't want to see you out
Yeah.
back. I don't want to see you. Does not mean that I love, no.
Yeah, it doesn't
Don't
mean that I keep you in
confuse.
my mind or you in my heart.
No.
It
I
just means
just
that I'm a
don't want,
decent person that
yes, and I don't
doesn't
want
want bad stuff to
nothing.
happen to
Yeah,
you. And if I can
exactly.
help you, that I will.
But
Exactly.
Be like your soulmate
if
is
multiple
somebody
people
that
have
you can't live
different
without. Your
love
soulmate
languages,
you can't live without. That's also one of the definitions.
Some
Soulmate,
people have too many love languages. That's their problem.
a person that's on your mind at all times, a person that your heart yearns and bleeds for it. I was gonna use those words and act like I said it.
Bruh.
Well, it's easy for y'all to look up definitions. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all I read.
If you come home and you sit in the driveway and don't want to go inside, that's probably not your
That ain't the
soulmate.
soulmate.
Well,
Ain't the
your
soulmate.
soulmate is
okay, but that what are y'all talking about are emotions, and emotions are temporary, you know. So just because you're feeling that way today, don't mean in
Listen,
2
man,
weeks you're gonna be
this
feeling
ain't
that way.
Woodstock. This ain't
You
Woodstock. All
can't,
right?
you
Either it's
can't,
your
you
soulmate or ain't
can't,
your
you
soulmate.
can't say a soulmate. You can't definitively say someone is your soulmate just because you love them. Like that does not make sense. You can't say
We
We
didn't
never
someone's
say
said
your
it's
that.
love. We didn't
soulmate
say it's love. No one said
because
that.
We
said
never
it's love
said
alone.
that.
It's more than love.
Yeah,
It's
we
more.
all
You're inferring that from what we
no,
said, but we
I
didn't
can't
say it.
get
You're
2 words
inferring that
out.
from what we said. We didn't say it directly.
No,
We didn't say
no,
that. You're inferring
no.
that. That's an inference on your part.
More
I didn't even
than
finish
love.
my
All right,
statement.
let her go ahead and say what she said. But
Come
I'm
on
pretty
in, T.
sure. I'm pretty sure. Right before you start talking, I just said
I
that.
done lost my train of thought. I
You
done
pull the
lost
OG,
it.
huh? You pull the OG,
I
huh?
did,
Okay.
man. You know,
I mean,
I done lost it with that one.
It's
yeah,
more than love. It's
yeah.
it's it's
I
everything.
don't know, man. I guess everybody has their own
It's
ways and thoughts of things.
everybody
Every,
has their own definitions. You know, everybody has their own definitions of love.
I just can't share
So
my soul with
But
everybody.
even though you
you're not
have your own
sharing it. A
definition
soul.
of
That's the
stuff,
thing. Y'all keep saying sharing soul.
That's
You
what you're
don't share
doing.
it. No.
You're in unison.
Can I finish?
You're some merger.
A soulmate is not is an instant connection. You're not going out trying to share your soul to find your soulmate. A soulmate is someone you come around and that connection is there. It's in your soul. You feel it in your body. You just can't
Yeah.
explain it. You can't put words into it. So you can't say I don't want to go out there
Okay.
sharing my soul with
So when you
anybody.
break
Okay.
that, so if like you said, you connect to somebody, so if something happened and it break, y'all separate. That's still you saying that's still your soulmate.
Yeah, you still gonna feel that connection. That connection is not gonna go away.
All right. So
So
let
even
me
with
chime in.
I
Let me
think where
chime
y'all
in.
are losing at is that you have to remember the conversation we had with T a few weeks back, and then y'all will get this that's why I've kind of stopped, trying to plead my part of the case, because I realized that her thinking of the structure of relationship is way different
true.
than we think.
Yeah, it's not
So you're not
a structure of relationship is not black and white.
her concept of
We don't think
what
it's
we're
black and white.
I think this though. I think if somebody's your soulmate, right, and you could say somebody's your soulmate if you move on. If let's say that person move on and you never moved on from that person, then you probably say, well, that's my soulmate. But that doesn't necessarily mean that person was your soulmate either, because they have moved on to something else. But you could say that was my soulmate. You never moved on from that person. You never got into anything else or anything, any love, or so you're just saying, hey, this is my soulmate. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's both ways, but it could be one way where you
I
say,
mean,
hey,
I hear
Dre,
that, but I know women who
your
are
mama
like
sent
actually.
you to a good school, Dre, because easily with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 words, easily said what we've been saying for the longest. Is a connection you share with no one else. If you're gonna share that connection 4 or 5 times throughout your life, that's not a connection you share with no one else.
Right, T. We don't think so.
Nope,
We don't think. Let me say this, T. We don't think that that a soulmate thing necessarily. We don't think it's like black and white necessarily. What we do think is what Dre is expressing right there in his comment.
It's a unique connection. So you can have unique connections with different people.
You have this thing. So while it's not
you
black
can
and white,
have unique connections with different people. It doesn't even have to be.
But
it doesn't even have to be sexual. A soulmate doesn't have to be sexual.
We didn't even say that. But while it's not black and white, you got this thing mangled up like worse than a pretzel. What you call a soulmate? You got it twisted up worse than a pretzel. We're talking something that we resemble, that everybody know a soulmate is in normal terms. You understand what I'm saying? We don't disagree with everything you're saying. We're just telling you in normal terms.
Yeah, the parts of it that we disagree with, we're telling you.
We're telling you, yeah, in normal terms, a soulmate is, and I agree with Dre's statement. That's the most succinct way that it's been put tonight, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so that's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Denby said, pretty much the same thing you've been saying. He thinks, or y'all are spitting the same thing, or whatever. But here's the thing, man. I think Pet said, if you think spending your life, which no one said that. What we said is if it's your soulmate, see that's why key when it comes to key of listening, when you're having a conversation is key in life. When you have what we're saying is when you have a soulmate, you finish it with your soulmate. We're not saying that if you just finish a relationship with somebody, that person is your soulmate. No, I'm saying if you're saying this person is your soulmate, you're supposed to finish it with him or her.
There's a synergy. There's a synergy there that makes you want to keep that connection. No matter what, you want to keep that connection. You work on that connection. Yes. Even if something go wrong, you fix that connection. You don't leave that connection. You fix it. That's a soulmate. You fix that connection. You don't break it. You don't go and try to come back to necessarily. You try to fix that connection. For the most part. Let me
ask you this. So if a person has a soulmate,
because I went back and read, I was going back and reading what everybody's saying, and fortunately, I thought it was something new, so I'm reading it again while I'm trying to listen to y'all, and then I saw the last two words.
The last two words, because Demi is
Yeah, man.
That's what T was saying, I guess. T was saying you can leave and come back, have that connection still. Danby just said it for you.
So if somebody has a soulmate and their soulmate dies and they connect with someone else who they feel is a soulmate, does that mean that the first person who died wasn't their soulmate?
That's not their soulmate, man.
No. But that's different though.
Yeah,
dynamic is being a dynamic is taken away from a dynamic been taken away from the process of life, not how the process of your emotions and not how the process of another person's emotion.
That person no longer
your emotions is how people react, which is causes that y'all are putting it in a moral sense because y'all are saying the same thing as I'm saying, but you're saying because a person chose to leave, then that wasn't the soulmate. But if the person dies, you know what I mean, then they had no choice but to move on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what the person supposed to do? Sit and wait around?
They died.
You want them to lay their soul down to T and go with them?
Yeah. You know,
they died. They don't have a choice.
Okay, so when your soulmate dies, you're supposed to be without nobody for the rest of your life.
No, but
wait, hold up, man. Who said that?
Nobody said that. But a soulmate, I'm asking. Hey, listen, just because you have somebody new, they may not be a soulmate. Because you have somebody new, they don't have to be a soulmate because you have somebody.
Nobody said that.
Yeah. Just because you have someone new, that doesn't mean they're a soulmate. Corey asked a great question.
What I said is the dynamics is different because you was asking if they get with somebody else, is that their soulmate? And we're saying no. The reason why they moved on is because their partner in the circle of life took their partner away from them, so they moved on.
They're no longer available.
Love.
Yeah, they're no longer available.
Love. We just talk about that. You can have love without the person in your soul.
Well, you can, and then you can love that person.
Okay, but if they you're saying the moment they feel like that new person is a soulmate, then the other person who died is no longer was not your soulmate. I'm asking. I am asking a question. I said if the person dies and the woman, I'm just going to use man and woman, the woman moves on, right? And she meets somebody new. And she has a connection with them, and she feels that this is her soulmate, then that means the person who died was not her true soulmate.
No, we can't say that because they're no longer there. Because if they were there, she wouldn't have this new person.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, that's what we're saying.
That's why I said the process of life took that person away from them.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said
so a person can have more than one soulmate then, right?
In that sense, you know.
In that case, a person can have more than one soulmate.
We didn't say that. You're saying it's a soulmate again.
Yeah.
You just want to make a new soulmate.
No, I just asked
You keep going to make a soulmate.
Okay, never mind.
Go ahead.
Never mind.
No, I'm saying you keep trying to make a new soulmate.
I just said no.
I just asked a question. I said if a person has a soulmate and a person dies, and they find someone new, and the new person they feel is that their soulmate, you said that the old person who died was still their soulmate. You particularly short man said that. So then the moment I said that means that woman has two soulmates.
No,
the new one ain't got to be a soulmate. What are you talking about?
I asked that question. I said if she feels the new one is her soulmate, and she ends life with him,
she's not gonna feel that. She's not gonna feel that. She's gonna be like, I love the new guy. I love the new guy, but that was
you just want to. I get it.
Yeah,
we're just gonna agree to disagree.
No, like I said, if somebody dies, the dynamic is taken away. You know that if that was your soulmate, I think that's going to continue to still be your soulmate. You know, even if that person died. Now, like I said, you could find somebody else and you know, you could love somebody else, but in your heart, like to your point earlier, T, you were saying, you know, that soulmate is still that person. So if a dynamic is taken away, that's still your soulmate that was taken away.
You may love somebody new, but that's gonna be a soulmate always. That's gonna always be a soulmate. That's gonna always be a soulmate.
I can love the person that I'm with now, but my soulmate is gone. But I can still be with the person.
Exactly.
But he's not. I'm not gonna have the same connection.
That's all we're saying.
Legacy, big up yourself, man. Respect.
Give
thanks. We're glad that you're a part of the AGP family. We're looking forward to seeing you show up back tonight. Cause we had a good thing going Tuesday night till the end, but we had a good thing going. Jackie, big up yourself. Jackie, Pet, big up yourself. Still, everybody out there, big up yourself. Pet, I don't believe in soulmate.
Everyone, go ahead and hit the like button. Hit the like button. Share.
In the theory of soulmate, I do believe in soulmate. That's a lie. I do believe in soulmate, but I also believe that there could be something big. You know, sometimes we go through life not realizing that, you know, and I guess it could be called also soulmate. That and I guess that's the definition of soulmate that most people look at it. But there's one person that's there for you to be happy with, to find out. You already see where the issues is, and y'all know how to fix the issues. You see that. That's that one person for you. And you have to figure out how to deal with that.
Yeah.
Do we have to call it a soulmate? In the world's view, that's what the world call a soulmate.
Yeah.
But is that if I could come up with a different name for it? Could be the love of my life.
I mean, she got a different name for it already.
What you call it? Three-way?
She called it three souls.
Yo, no, but I think you know, I don't know, man.
I don't disagree with you.
I agree with some of what you're saying. I can't agree with all of it because that's not my
only disagreement is that in the masses, not me, the masses, how they think of soulmate. That's that's kind of what I was trying to articulate to you. Your point is not.
I know invalid. How that you don't have to. You don't have to articulate that. That's the thing. I understand what people think.
But in the sense of a soulmate, right now, that's a different wavelength that
you may feel that way, but just the same way you feel that way, there's people who feel the same way I do, and that's the beauty of this world. Everybody has different ideas of it. You know what I mean? That is the beauty. That is the beauty of it.
For sure.
The consensus of the world believe most of the consensus of most of the world.
You can't say most.
Not 90%. At least 80-90%.
You would like to think that most of the world believes what you believe. I can think most of the world believes what I believe.
60%.
How we look at it.
Yeah, come on.
You know that's not.
Okay.
It's not even a question.
Now, in your mind, you know, honestly, that most of the world look at the way we look at it. Come on, you know that. You may say something else, but you know this. That's the difference. You know.
But the thing is, we're not saying that it's right or it's wrong.
I mean,
That's
I've had this conversation with lots of people, and
definitely not saying it's right or wrong.
what I mean when I say that is I've had this conversation with lots of people,
but not the whole
and
world.
You're right.
Right. So T, as usual, you have a point of view that is unique.
That is unique,
and that's why your energy is wonderful, and we love it. What we're telling you is right now, you're on a different wavelength. You have 3 souls right now.
I'm always on a different wavelength.
Well, this
I didn't say I had 3 soulmates at all. I did not say that.
Not you personally, but your description.
But that's what you just said.
Well,
I didn't say one person. I said someone can.
Here's a question. Is there a soulmate for everyone?
Maybe not.
If we looking at the concept of soulmate, then yes, there is.
Yeah. You know something? You're correct. The point is, will you find them? That's the point. Will you find it? Will you run into that person? That's your soulmate. That's your kindred spirit. Will you run into that person?
What the rest of y'all think?
There is somebody for everyone, but will you run into them?
That is a soulmate for everyone. Razor, Cherie.
I think there is a soulmate for everyone.
For everyone, yeah.
Will you find them? Is the next?
Will
question.
you find them? Is that
next question?
Yes, but I think there's a soulmate. There's a soulmate for everybody. For everybody. But yeah, the thing is, would you find
you know, make a good soulmate though? That chance meeting when stuff go crazy, you just meet that somebody like, oh man, that's people think of a soulmate, right? You just run to somebody like you would never met them if this didn't happen, if this didn't happen, if that didn't happen. Like 5 or 6 things happen, and you run into that person, you're like, oh man, and y'all get together. That's kind of a soulmate type thing, right? It was meant to be. Obviously if you stick it out and make it.
Hey, like they say, there's plenty of fish in the sea. You got to find that one.
You just gotta.
Hey, some people keep fishing. Some people keep fishing.
gotta
keep going. The wrong fish.
Catch them and throw them away. Catch them and throw them back.
Man, why you keep popping up? Well, some people find the same fish because they don't change the river. They don't change lakes. They want to stay in the same place, same things, so that's why they keep getting the same fish. But if you move to a different lake or river, you will find different fishes.
Something, your definition though is apt for today because the world is a different place. Yes, the mainstream probably think of it kind of how we're thinking of it, but I think a lot of people will look at it like you look at it because it's a different time. We're in a different time. A lot of stuff is different, so people are not having the old school way that we think a certain thing. It's kind of like mom at home, old school. It's not the same as it is today.
Old school didn't know much about soulmates. Old school was too busy marrying their kids off at young ages. So how would they know what a soulmate was?
No, they had no.
Old school, they was marrying them kids off, boy. Arranged marriages.
Soulmates back then, man. No, don't do them like that. No, don't do them like that. No, don't do them like that.
Yeah, but
mom and papa soulmates, even if they had 10 kids. And one across the street, they were soulmates. They hung it out. They stuck it out.
They stuck it out, right? They let auntie come over.
Let's go to this new conversation of can you seriously date someone that has date the opposite sex? Females, can you date a guy that used to date another guy? And guys, can you date a girl that used to date another girl? Could you take that?
Who going first?
Serious.
Who going first?
Mike said 1, 2, 1, 2.
Smoke coming off your head, so you're not.
Me? Yeah. No. Come on.
Razor, go ahead.
Oh man, put me right on the spot, man. Shoot.
My girl got a girlfriend. My girl got a girlfriend.
Oh man, can I take somebody serious that's been dating a female that's been dating another female? I think I could. I think I could. It's a sticky one, man. But I mean, I don't know. I've never taken anyone serious in that situation. But can I open myself? What if you don't know? Because sometimes you really don't
We ain't
know.
talking about if you don't know. We're talking about if you
Well,
know.
if you know,
Don't try to escape. Don't try to escape. Talk about
The
what
answer's still gonna be yes, I
Don't try to
can.
escape.
Yes, I
Do not
will.
try to escape. Mm-mm.
Yes,
Answer
I
the
will.
question. Answer the question.
the question is okay. I'm trying. I was trying to get around it, man. But y'all, you ain't giving me no break, man. Shoot. No, I mean, I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes.
Be honest. Be honest.
Female, yeah.
Be honest. Be honest.
But I mean, I've never been there, so I can't. I can't say because maybe I'm looking for. I hear that, and you think, it's thinking like, okay, I'm having fun. I'm having this. I'm having, all of that comes with it. Honestly, if you hear somebody that's doing that, well, the first thing that's going to pop in my mind is like, all right, is that person still going to be doing that, or they over that phase, or what's going on? So, I mean,
She go out with her girlfriend if she gonna be nibbling on carpet.
So it's a lot. It's a lot to unpack with. It's not to unpack with that. So
So yes or no, buddy? Yes or no?
Yeah. You still being
Yeah.
around the
Hey, he
It was
talked for 10
yes.
minutes. That dude talked for 10 minutes and still ain't answered the question.
All right. My final answer. All right, I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna go with yes.
Jesus Christ. That's all you had to say. Yo, Cherie, what about you?
What?
Oh, all right. So all of a sudden it was
No. Wait a minute. Let's break it down a little bit. I ain't gonna go too much into detail, but unfortunately, in this society, men don't see girl on girl as they see it as ooh.
See him fire me apply for the.
Okay.
You should know St. Mary me come from.
Okay.
Outer is
No.
Lincoln. You should know say keep put on bun. You see him fire me apply for it.
Some men, not all, but some men will not mind that. It is very well. No,
A lot of guys don't care. That's true.
Exactly. Some, but me date a man that dated another man.
Man, pan man.
Man, pan man. No man.
Y'all, the algorithm, y'all. Hey, listen, y'all be careful now.
No, that is not my cup of tea. I would not be able to do that. I'm sorry, because in the back of my head, even if you tell me, like, honestly, nope.
Sure, man, you the only person here that's giving the algorithm a clue of what we're saying, because the algorithm cannot figure out man, pan man.
One pan man, no man.
The AIs are pretty slick these days.
bonfire.
AI is slick these days.
Yeah, but see what you think.
No.
She went from a happy smile to
Come on, T.
What's that song? What's that song?
Give us your unique response.
Oh,
Give us your unique
no.
response.
Oh no. Oh no. Heck no. No. Like, ew. Because A, he gonna be trying to do that booty love with me. That ain't jumping down. And then B, he might want me to do the booty love on him, and that ain't jumping down. He gonna still need that itch at some point. So I ain't there for it, And then it's bad enough that I gotta worry about women with my man. You know what I mean? Now I gotta worry about men with my man too. He be like, I'm going out with the boys. I'm going with you. I might want to send them with the girls. Now you can't go out. You can't go out with. No, you need some female friends. Okay, you ain't having no male friends. No, that. No. And that might be my soulmate.
Before we move on to ask OG, hey Corey, so what you're saying is that we had the conversation before a couple of weeks ago. So what you're saying is that it's the world has looked at everything as man to woman then, because unfortunately that's not how the world look at it. So if women outnumbers man, it don't really matter in that case, because we already know that a lot of men ain't dating women and a lot of women ain't dating men. They dating the same sex. OG, unmute yourself and let me know what you're thinking.
Is it the same question as everyone has been asking and answering?
Yes, sir, it is.
Yes.
Oh wow! So I get to chime in on this one, huh?
You get to.
And always speaking about this from a personal perspective. That's what it sounds like.
We can do both, I guess. But give us the broad range
broad
first.
Range. Listen, I think anyone.
You can put on your own opinion later on.
Yeah, I'm gonna go broad for you on this one because seriously. So listen, if a man meets a woman and she used to cohabitate or copulate with the same sex, then I think he shouldn't. Because guess what? He's going to always be competing with other women. And that's the worst competition because you're going to lose probably more than likely. You're going to likely lose.
9 out of 10.
They got something they ain't got.
No, it's going to likely lose. You cannot compete with that. That's a different dynamic. And you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that.
You got something they ain't got.
What that?
No, that's listen. Once
you buy that in the store now.
Yeah, once somebody's ventured into that,
the same.
Once somebody's ventured into that lifestyle,
it ain't the same.
You can't look at them and put them in a regular relationship. You just can't do it.
I don't care what anybody say. It ain't the same.
I don't think you could do it.
It ain't the same.
All right, so
yeah.
Sean,
with you?
I can't. Nah, I can't really do that.
Yeah, you can. I mean,
it's a thing of this. I'm always gonna be wondering what you're gonna be doing.
Yeah.
And we all grow. We all say we grow and minds and change later on. But you can meet somebody that you think is so special to you, might even be your soulmate. So you might make an exception for some of the rules that you put up. But I think the same thing with Short Man was saying, and the gist of what Razor was trying to say is that the reason why he'll be nervous because you won't really know what's going on. Ladies have this, y'all have this uncanny thing where y'all grab boobs and slap booties and grab girlfriends, tatas and hug her and squeeze a Now that's gonna lead us as dudes wondering. Hold up.
You're gonna always be suspect.
Yeah,
you're gonna always be suspect.
That one of the real grabs, or that's the girl.
Are they playing? Are they playing? Are they serious?
So we don't know.
And that person, and let's be clear, that person,
that
person's a flip flopper. Seriously, that person you can't trust too much because they want to be over here, they want to be over here. You can't really trust that person too much like that. You gotta. I'm serious. They over here, they over there. You gotta leave them alone. You gotta let them be.
See, if y'all woman cheated with another woman, y'all would still feel like that's cheating.
Yeah, what?
You gonna lose on that one too. You gonna lose on that one too. You gonna lose on that one too.
Listen,
you gonna lose on that one too.
Me,
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'm listening to today's society songs where the guys saying things like "My girl got a girlfriend." I actually know people where the girl has a girlfriend and her man doesn't feel like it's cheating and it's no problem. So that's why I'm asking. I'm not saying it's for me. Not me. Not me personally.
We're not saying you personally.
Okay.
We said we're answering your question.
I'm asking you as men your opinions on this. Do you feel like that's cheating?
Yes, same old cheating. Hey, Legacy.
More than one wife.
Have multiple wives. And, I don't think they look at them as soulmate. I don't think most of the time you don't even marry them for love anyway. It's because you're able to do that. I don't think you're looking for a soulmate. If that's what you're talking about, because I don't know, we kind of moved on from that, so I'm not sure. But if that's what you're talking about,
so you're gonna split you got one wife, you got two wives, she's your soul, both of them are your son.
Well,
it's a soul puzzle.
I gotta
Triangle.
wait for a minute. Wait.
I mean,
No.
I think people
Yeah.
going from
No.
one.
I got.
Listen, I
No.
think people going from one gender to the
Wait,
next.
wait.
No.
I can see this coming in a full circle now.
No.
Yep.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Listen,
Yes. Legacy. Yes. 7 wives, 7 soulmates.
Mm-mm.
I just think going from one gender to the next. I just think that person don't know what they want to do, where they are, and they could lose at any point in time.
Some would say it's a free world and they want to do what they want to do.
They can, but they wouldn't do it with. They shouldn't do it with me or do it with you or something. You know what I'm saying? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they would have to find that person that's okay.
Exactly. Somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, Denby is where Denby at?
But what if they really thought that they were, into that, and then they realize no, they're not into women at all anymore,
damage the goods,
and they only want man. They
damage the goods. That's it. You damage your standing.
What if they were a virgin and never had the cherry pop?
Hey, I mean,
that's their business.
You heard my brother say if you ain't got 50, if you ain't been with 100 dudes, he don't want you. Them be say.
Yeah, you want what that?
Nah.
Hey, we can't,
You want to?
There's no occasion that you could possibly change my mind right now. Not even the great Arpo.
You're gonna lose on that one every time.
Change my mind on that right there.
You're gonna lose on that one. That situation is gonna be unstable.
It's too much stress.
It's gonna be unstable.
Because
So what if she tells you about it later on in the relationship?
It's still the same thing for me.
Would you end the relationship?
More likely because I'm still gonna have the same trust issues.
Because now you're gonna really be wondering what the heck's been going on. What's going to keep going on?
Mm-hmm.
That night when you slept at Tanya's house and you came back looking all bamboozled. What did Tanya do to you?
Tanya, feel up on you. Yeah.
We was having a drink. We was drinking.
Her head fell in my lap.
Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it.
Yeah. I hugged her.
She got room for you.
Me.
Once you go down that road, that flip flopping, it's dangerous, it's unstable, and it's just not gonna work.
All right. Oh, gee.
I was trying to put it out there. I mean, really, if you think about it. Who wants to live under that cloud? Whether it's a man or a woman that's on the receiving end of that. Who wants to do that? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's a woman with a man who used to be with men, or if it's a man with a woman who used to be with women. I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm saying they're both unstable situations. Unstable and just wouldn't work for a lot of reasons.
Oh, I haven't heard
unless both of them used to be with other people, right? So like if it was a chick that was with women, and then if they go together, that might work because they're in that situation. They know how to deal with it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean,
does that make any sense? I feel like
ain't no change in my mind right now, T. I
think this one is solid. This one is pretty solid. This one locked in.
Not saying that you can't date somebody like that, but when you sit back, you have to contemplate how that works out with that person. How they gonna proceed? How I'm perceiving you from now on is now when you gone with these people, the stuff because I see women do this creepy stuff with each other all the time. Because I just don't want to say the other word because they do it all the time, and I'm like, sometimes I'm thinking you might be a catcher. You might be a catcher.
If you notice, also, it will. You know how we be in carnival, us when we dance with each other and be partying and all that stuff. And if you have one of those, it's gonna be in the back of your mind. Are they really they going to carnival together? Are they gonna be, it's gonna be in the back of your head. It's gonna be in the back of your head. I've seen people do it. They date, even women date men that has been.
I heard. I've heard women say that before that they did.
Saw it on the show before. There was a girl that was a guy, and he do both, and she was okay with it. And I'm looking at her like she done fell off, but There are
Put
women
in
that
that.
Yeah.
there are women that are good that are good like that, but I will never.
Because you got, I think that's I
But
don't know,
this
man.
is refreshing hearing men actually
You kind of
say
greedy.
that they wouldn't, you
Yeah,
know.
you kind of greedy. You want it all for yourself. Golly. You want it all for yourself. You can tell I just came back from down the south. Because I'm just, golly.
Golly.
Zion.
Hey, but Corey said that's a loaded question. Corey saying that's a loaded question when it's okay for a man to have more than in certain areas, but it's also okay for these people to run around with each other in a lot of places now. So
True
I think that probably canceled that part of it out.
Facts.
I don't know, man. I think it gets kind of
get a little sticky, murky.
Yeah, it get a little sticky when you especially because women always have this one friend that you always suspect about. You always like, she like you.
Yes, I feel up on you.
She like you.
Yeah,
she just go too hard. She react too weird. She always in our business. She like you. Hell no, she don't.
No, she don't like me. She cool. No.
Mouth full of carpet. You're like, oh, I knew it.
Did he say carpet? I can't with you guys. Did he say carpet? Yeah. I'm gonna leave that alone.
It gets crazy.
Yes.
So everybody said no except for Razor. Why am I not shocked though?
Girl on girl.
Because people perceive that as being.
I expected it from the women, but not from the men.
People see that as being okay, and no, it's not okay.
I'm gonna take a little dig here at you two. Okay. Are y'all saying this because y'all Jamaican and you never let a girl sit upon your face like chair? Is that why y'all intimidated by a woman who been with another woman?
Whoa. We can't even.
Is that what y'all intimidated by? Most men don't care. I just really trying to get.
We can't even talk to you anymore right now. We have to move on from you right now. We poo-pooed on you right there. Where the big poo-poo? Big poo-poo on the screen, Sean. Big poo-poo. Big poo-poo on the screen. Where's that? Show the big poo-poo on the screen. There you go. That's the one. That's the one.
I bet you someone sitting on his face.
Now he dead.
Them argument that I make glad night.
Yeah, he's dead. So let's leave that. Let's move on.
No, it is different to hear men's perspective.
It's a cultural thing.
Because the majority of men, you know what I mean. And I just had to take that little dig at y'all, but I know a lot of Jamaican men who themselves would not mind as well.
Right. So you may not. I think it's a cultural thing mostly, right? Yeah. Because
a lot of my American friends would
say they would gladly do it. They'd be like, yeah, they would gladly do it.
I had this conversation with some of them. Some of them say yes, and a lot of them also say no, with contingencies of if it was one time. If it was
something to qualify,
they went already, and it was back in the day, and they didn't had boyfriend. They didn't move, basically moved out of that direction.
It was like a phase probably back then, and they just
Yeah. So franchise, big up yourself. Checking in.
Franchise.
Legacy, say you wrong, Tara.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I just had to get a dig in there. I had to get a dig because I know a lot of Jamaican men who will. You know what I mean? Still, but I had to get that one in on you, especially you, short man, because you was coming at me hard earlier.
See, it's all in good. It's all in good.
I had to come back at you. Come back.
Hey, no debate. It's good.
I'll take the dig.
I'll take the dig.
I can't do digs when I'm a little. I'm saying me when I'm a little tense about. I can't do digs.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm happy go lucky. I laugh at it. I'm happy go lucky and like whatever.
You never know what you're going to get.
That's true. That's true.
That's true.
For, You know, but
sometimes you get the nasty one that they
that's-
sell at the Dollar Tree.
that's why you ain't supposed to jump in a relationship. You're supposed to figure the person out before you start locking in.
True.
What so
Exactly.
a lot of the stuff that comes up later
No
won't be a
boots.
surprise.
I
I'm
mean, a
pretty
lot of
sure-
people just find a person that, you know, it works. It works for them. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
true
then-
that.
it's weird to me. It's weird to me, but it works for y'all. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, but the object of having a sturdy relationship is knowing the person that you're in a relationship with, not finding out stuff about them later on because you decided, hey man, you know, this person was cool enough for me to say.
Because it's likely that if you would have found out prior to the relationship, you probably wouldn't get into the relationship, right? You know, more likely you'd be like, you know what, I don't want to deal with that. But you find out later on, no. Nope,
Yeah, I think most of us been there, done that before.
yeah, I agree, Drea. That's why I said I'm shocked to hear it. Most men think
I got a question
great.
for the panel. Question for the panel and the folks in the comments.
I ain't answering no question.
Is the college experiment okay for women?
No.
What is a what?
The college experiment is okay for women.
No.
What's the college experiment?
The college experiment.
Go there.
What is that?
They
Same thing we talking about.
Same thing we talking about. They go mess with their
If they did it in college once, is that okay?
No.
I still say no.
Yeah, no.
I still say no.
I no.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I see women. You know what I mean? And I see women, and I see them beautiful. You know,
but you don't want to jump their bones though.
Attractive. They could be attractive on, you know, a certain P hub at night. You know, when you need a little incentives. But I myself would never, ever, ever, never have wanted to. Never would go there. You know what I mean?
I think
just point blank. I'm the same way as men. You know what I mean? Basically, most men won't. I don't know. You know what I mean? No matter what.
Okay.
You know, I just know. So I think if you've done it, you there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you have. If you've done it, you have an opening for it.
If you're curious, you're gonna keep being curious.
You could change your mind later on, but there's still gonna be doubt in my mind. That's all I'm saying.
Curiosity kill the cat for real.
You could be done. The problem ain't that you're done. The problem is that they're gonna be doubt in my mind. That's where the problem is gonna come from.
Yeah. Shoot, I know people who've crossed over and you know, be the studliest of the studliest and still a bend over back way for the right person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay,
so
well,
I don't think it is. I don't think it's good either way. I don't think it's
from them gone.
Yeah.
From them gone.
If you've done it once, you'll do it again. You know what I mean? Point blank.
I believe people can do whatever they want to do, Legacy. I believe if you want to have 5 wives, 10 wives, and you can.
As long as your 5 wives know about each other.
As long as y'all.
That's normally not the case.
As long as they sister wives and they know what it is.
I don't even care if they know about them because it ain't none of my business. What
zero.
Enjoy.
You know,
live.
Enjoy, my love.
Live.
I think if you want 5 wives and you can find women to go along with that, more power to you.
More power to
Hook
you.
me up with their sisters now. I'm just playing.
Oh boy.
More power to you. Go ahead.
I don't think in this stage of my life I want 5 of anything. Except for a couple millions. 5.
I was gonna say I could think of a lot of 5s.
5 million.
Not people.
I mean, think of what the commitment it takes to.
I can think of a whole lot of
deal with one person. The commitment.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Like I always tell my husband, I be messing with my husband. Like, you ever thought of having? He was like, 2 of you.
No, the commitment, man, that you have to. The commitment to take care of one person, to be with one person. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Listen,
to try to do it 5 times.
It could be done. I've seen it.
I've seen it done.
Good for them. Good luck.
I was born into. Well,
I know
not my parents, but you know what I mean.
I know
the community I was born in did it. You know what I mean.
He has 2 wives, and I know one that has he has 3 wives here, and he has 4 more wives back in his country of Africa.
Okay, all right.
On the continent of Africa, I should say, in the country that he's from.
Oh,
so
boy,
got 7 wives.
Yeah, well, good. God bless him.
You know,
More power to him.
I know someone, he has 3
As long
wives.
as the wives is
all,
happy, you know, I can't.
Yeah, they happy.
they all live
Yeah.
together. They all
Shout
live
out to my boy
together. They have
Zillow.
kids. They all
Big man,
together.
boy, do your
Kids.
thing. I see you out
They
there.
live happily out. They've been married. I think they was telling the story. They've been married for 10 years. Well, together for 10 years. They got kids. They all happy. So yeah, I'm like,
And there's nothing wrong with that. If you
I
can make
mean,
it work,
one
more power to
shoot.
you. If you can make it
I was
work,
gonna say
I
some
support
women,
it. If you make it work,
some
make
women
it work.
sharing their husbands and don't know it. I can't
Well,
knock people
hey,
if they
Legacy
all
Sims here.
if they
That's
all
it.
are willing partners.
Once again,
like you
ain't
said,
none of
two.
my business. You know?
None of
Like
my
you said, I have
business.
two. That's it.
It's not putting food on my table. It's not taking food out of my kids' mouth, out of my family mouth. Nothing. That's their business. Enjoy that. Live that life. Love
You
it.
have great patience. I will say you have great patience. That's
Hey, so new conversation. Panel, comment section. Hear me out for a second. Hit like, share on your social media platforms, send a couple of your like-minded friends that like to have conversations like this, and send to the ones that they don't even want to have these conversations, but they might jump in anyway. Send it out to them. Just hit like and share it out there. You out there in YouTube world, massive respect to you. You out there in Facebook world, jump over to YouTube, hit like, then you can go back over to Facebook and do your thug thizzle. So I want to ask y'all this, man. We're all parents on the panel. I was reading this article, and I have this conversation a lot with a lot of my friends actually. I can give you a quick story of how this started. One of my friends said to me at a point in his life that loves all his kids, but his daughters hold a special spot in his heart, and he says it multiple times. So me and another one of my friends, because we always have debates. We have debates like this all the time. Me and another one of my friends went on the attack to say, "Are you saying that you love your daughters more than you love your sons?" No. Well, I think he's rationalizing as thinking that we're saying you don't love your son. But we're not saying that you don't love your son. We were saying that do you love the daughters more than you love the son? So it leads me to ask this question: Do you think parents love some kids more than they love others? And we're not. We know there's exceptions that it happen. We ain't talking about the exceptions. We're going to talk about the norm right now. I'm gonna go first and let y'all know. Of course, I believe this happens all the time, and I think people often deny this because it makes you feel like crap when you actually sit and think, I like this kid more than I like that kid, so you don't want to admit to it. But it's not saying that you don't love the kid. It's saying that this particular kid has more of your heart. This particular kid might need you more. It might be a troublemaker. It might be less of a troublemaker. So you bond and connect more with it. Doesn't mean that you don't love the next set of your kids. So that's my input on it. I want to hear what you guys saying.
Well, me personally, with my three, I don't think I love any of them more than the other. I think I love them all differently. But I do believe that some parents definitely love kids more than the other. Most commonly, you see it when women, had a bad relationship with that kid's father. A lot of times they, kind of don't treat that kid or love that kid the way they love the other kids. So I've seen it before. Me personally, I don't know.
What's your thoughts, Sheree?
I love my boys because that little blonde of mine. No, just like that blonde. But no, you can. I'm not gonna say that I love. Well, everybody has the unique. I'm not gonna say that
Yeah, I
I
love them differently.
I love, yeah, I love them differently because everybody to me is different. Like I have like my oldest son, my firstborn, my daughter, my only daughter, my youngest, my little baby. They have little nicknames like that. But can you love a child more? Yeah, you can. You can. You can. Because I'm gonna be honest, my oldest, I have a little bit more. I'm a little bit mushy over my oldest.
What about
And
you, old Jizzle?
mhm.
I mean,
I want no politically correct answer either.
no,
Don't
no,
come up here and tell me
because I
about.
mean, I agree with T on this one. I mean, I agree with T on this one. I mean, you love your kids differently. But like, listen, I have 4 kids, 2 boys and 2 girls, different ages. You know, girls are in the middle, younger boy, older boy. I love them. I love them all. I think you just love them differently. I do the same thing for one that I do for everyone. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
because it
do.
doesn't mean you don't love them. That's what
But,
me and my homeboy was trying to say to my other boy.
right.
It
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you don't love the other kids, that you won't
Yeah, I
go
don't. Yeah,
above and
but
beyond for them.
yeah, but for
But
me
you
personally,
might-
I don't show them. For me personally, I don't show them like any more
you're
or less
not
love though.
supposed to.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why. Remember, that's why I
I just
said
have
both
Yeah, I
different.
don't. Yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely.
I have different connections with
Yeah.
each one. You know what I mean? Like me and my oldest may bond over this.
I mean, I
You
have
know,
a
me
great
and my
connection with all
middle
of them
bond over this.
on different things. With all of
Yeah.
them on different things. It's 4 of them,
Yeah.
and I have 4 great connections on different things. So the love for all of them is strong on their level. So nobody gets more, nobody gets less.
Yeah.
And I always made sure that I spent, you know, like I had 3 kids, but I always the entire time, and still to this day, I make sure I spend individual time with each one of them. You know what I mean?
I mean, we're saying we
But
love
that's
them
true.
differently.
But
Yeah.
to be,
I
you
don't
know, but
expect.
me,
But I can't say I really can't say
parents-
that I love one more than the
Yeah,
other.
I don't
definitely
expect
can't say
parents
can't
to
say
come
that.
on live line and say, "Yeah, man, I love one
No,
kid."
I
No,
would be honest. I
definitely
just
can't
sat up
say-
here
I
and said
definitely
you
can't
can
say
have
that,
3
though.
soulmates. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? And
but-
got hammered for it. So I would
Yeah,
say it
but-
if I felt it.
Yeah.
But I just
I do. I you know.
I know some
really
parents
feel-
do though.
Yeah, and I'm not even going to you know I'm going to the norms. I think it's just you know, like people gonna say I love my brothers and sisters all the same. You don't.
you don't.
It's a
No.
lie. I don't see how it's
see,
possible.
see,
you know,
That's why I said
go through
I'm
that
a
people.
little. That's why I said I'm
look
a
in the
little bit more
look in the
mushier
comments.
with my oldest. That's I'm a little
With
my
them,
my oldest. So
my wife looking at us, so she's starting. No.
oh yeah,
She's
I believe that. I know which one you're talking about too.
Okay, so because she's different.
Make sure a woman
Because she's different.
Link him.
Because she's
he run
different.
off the phone. He run off the phone scared, bro. I'm gonna call you right back, bro.
Yeah, that's her. She's different. She's different. She commands a certain amount, and when she show up, and I gotta do whatever she says, whatever she says. So whatever, guys, whatever. I don't care.
See, let me touch that right to me. People do love their kids more. I think it's not in good context to tell the world I love one of my kids more than the other.
Yeah, no,
Hey, kids can growing up. Didn't you know that your mother loved this kid more than she loved you? Or your grandmother. I can tell you personally, I can watch in my family, and I can watch which one of my aunts, who's favorite, which one of my aunts is my grandmother's favorite. Me and a lot of cousins in my family done pinpoint that already. We pinpoint that with people like, we're not gonna go to her and say she don't love these ones or she don't love these ones, she don't love us. But there's a special love that she shared for them that she don't have for us. And that happens with people.
No, I agree with that.
That's what I said. I said it definitely happens. It's just I can't say it happens with me. You know what I mean?
Like
and I honestly feel like if you brought all 3 of them in here, their father. Now, if you ask them about their daddy, that little girl of mine, you know what I mean? That's a totally different, you know. But me, no.
I will say I love all my kids, but I'm going to be honest. My oldest is I'm more close to my oldest. That's my.
He been with you the longest.
I wanted T to see that, especially.
Oh, shit. I gave him some love back. I saw that.
I'm messing out there from Corey.
All you need is one. You better only have one.
Corey,
I don't share.
You must be on thing women on Pringles then, Corey. Once you pop the fun, don't. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, but seriously.
But I'm gonna tell you something though. All my kids, they'll all make the joke and say, "I'm your favorite kid. I'm your favorite kid, huh?" All of them say that. All 4 of them say that.
Yeah, they all say that.
All of them say that. So you know, it's on.
You know, I'm your favorite.
I had conversation. You know, I think that I can, you know what? I consider myself a realist, and I said this to my mother the other day, and she was highly offended by it. I never told her who I felt like was her favorite, but I let her know that people think that all the time, and to me, it's not an issue. I don't see a problem with that because
you don't think she don't love you. You just know that she may love so and so a little more. You don't think she don't love you.
And I'm not even going to say that I don't think that I'm the favorite or the other siblings are the favorite on either side, my mother or father's side. But what I'm saying is, we know, just like y'all know, you growing up, you might have consciously took it out of your mind. There was points growing up that you realized that, oh snap, my little brother is the favorite.
You know that one kid that always getting
definitely.
He get everything, and you get in trouble for everything.
He walk by and punch you in the eyes,
and you get in trouble for it. You know.
And the moment you flick his ear, you get mollywopped. You're like, man,
is that more love or is that favoritism?
But is that, I was gonna say, that's favoritism though. Favoritism and favoritism does not mean you love one more than the other.
Does it equate to more love?
I don't think so. I think that you can have. I think that you and one child can have certain similarities with each other where y'all bond more.
I can't say,
versus love. I can't say that you love a kid. When you say you love a kid, this is what I mean by that. When you say you love a kid more than, this is what I mean. When you say I love a kid more than one, that means you got two hands and you hanging over a bridge and you got two of your kids there. The one you love, you gonna save over the one.
I'm saving. I can love both of them. That's what I said earlier.
No, you have to let one go. You have to let one go.
We all going together. All three of us going together.
Yeah,
nobody go. All three of us going together.
The fact is not. I don't love my kids with the intention of not loving them enough with the intention of harming them. This is the kid that's the apple of my eyes. This is the kid.
That's favoritism though. That's not. That's loving more.
Favoritism is a form of love. When you favor something, you like it more. You love it more.
It doesn't mean you love it more. You can like it more. You can like it more, but that doesn't mean you love it more.
Is it like a form of love?
No.
Yes, it is. Look at the definition.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, because my mom favors my youngest. Keon is her fat man. This boy is 14 years old, and she still calls him fat man. That is her that's her child. That's
our favorites.
That's her child.
People have favorites.
So we gonna sit here the whole night because we're all parents, and we're gonna say all the politically correct stuff.
Well, I ain't saying because y'all know I already said that my oldest is
I'm gonna tell the truth to myself. I'm not necessarily saying that I'm gonna go and tell my kid, hey, you know what? I love Becca more than I love you. What parent would do that? But you know that I'm gonna have to make this kid.
I don't have to tell a story though. That's I just want to make that clear. It ain't the politically correct version. I completely agree. I completely agree with y'all. People can. I have seen it. Yeah, I have seen it, but me personally. No, that's all I was saying. I have seen it. I agree with y'all. I have seen it, but me personally, I can't say. Short man, you on mute again. I can't say that me personally, it's not a politically correct thing. I can't say personally I love or feel like I love one of my kids more than another. But I definitely have seen it. It goes on constantly. You know what I mean? Women, men, both. You know what I mean? Like I said, their father favors his daughter more than he does his sons. You know what I mean? But
whoa. Why would you say that?
I don't.
Father ain't here to say that. I'm not going to agree with that.
He's not here to defend himself.
You don't have to. You want me? I'll bring her in here and she'll tell you herself.
And she's probably right.
That's boss lady. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's probably feels that, and she's probably right. You know,
I mean,
a lot of parents don't want to say, oh no, I love, because it is true. But some of us like me.
I would never tell my kids.
Is my,
I'll never.
There's parents who would tell their kid that. That's the crazy part. There are parents who will get up here and proudly say, "I love this kid," but that other one, I have seen that.
Those are scumbag parents.
Those dirtbag parents.
I mean,
if I had said this to my mother and she actually said to me, "Boy, you right," I'd be like, man, let me pack my stuff and get out of this.
Hey, you'd be hurt though, right? You'd be hurt.
She's supposed to say I'm wrong.
You'd be hurt, yeah.
There's never a time, even with my siblings, when my siblings come and ask me, yo, who you like better? Both y'all.
Yeah, exactly. What else you gonna say?
I tell mine quick. I don't like you. I do like you.
Wow.
I like you a little more today, a little less tomorrow.
I got sibling love. There's times that I might not prefer some of my siblings.
Yeah, I mean that's expected.
Like I'm a mama favorite. Like
when I look at my kids,
I'm going Chris Cuomo for my brothers and sisters anytime.
Versions of me.
You gonna do a Cuomo?
I'm one for my brothers and sisters anytime, every day.
We Cuomo all day, baby. We Cuomo all day.
If I gotta drive,
I gotta pull a Cuomo. That's what I'm doing. Look out for mine.
Brooklyn all the way down to the ATL to get the weapon to go throw it in the Chesapeake.
If I gotta go ATL, JA, Miami, I'm doing it.
If I have to catch Spirit, I'm catching Spirit.
Yeah.
If I gotta put on some Depends and ride, I'm riding.
Yeah, I'm about to do like old girl with the old
the Air Force. I'll put on some Depends and riding out.
Right. Yeah, pissy.
Yes.
I get down there pissy. I'll put on some Depends and ride out.
Yeah. My brother called me. I'm taking a flight to Panama. He ain't do it. He was with me. I don't care what I gotta pull.
Let's T, get your American voice ready. About do some reading.
I be around y'all too much, man. I get jumbled up, man.
Go ahead. Hey, see, that's messed up, T. That's messed up. I thought you said we was good. Now she's digging again. That means you've been lying to us. You should be lying to us. Can't trust them. You just can't trust them, man.
You sound clear. You sound clear. You sound clear. Crystal clear.
Now we jumbie.
Now we jumping up.
Go ahead, read that.
In my Lenny Williams voice, so many lots of women. All I need is one Tahira.
Hit that one too.
No good mother gonna say they love one kid over the other, but dads will.
Damn me, I hope you're not doing that to the kids, Damn, I hope you're not doing that to the kids,
Damn, brother. I hope you're not doing that.
Hey, we love you, bro, but I hope you're not doing that to the kids, man.
Yeah.
I think you're in denial, Tahira. I think you love one a little more than the other. You are going to love each child differently. They are different and required to be loved differently. If you were connect with them differently. Correct. I
So loving different doesn't mean loving more, though, to me. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
Different doesn't equate to loving more. It's just a difference how you interact with them, how you
But
deal
see,
with them.
what you do, but what I will say is you have to realize, especially when it comes to children, sometimes a parent can know that this kid needs this kind of love and this kid needs that kind of love. But as a kid,
different attention,
what I mean though is as a kid, the way you're looking at it, you would look at it like, oh, mom loves them more.
You might perceive it
this, but mom knows, mom knows you don't need that, but they need that. You know what I mean? So it could come all across that way.
Some people need more attention.
Some people need more attention. You know what I mean? Some people need more. Some kids need more guidance. Some kids, you know what I mean, or a little, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like the girls may be more independent than the boys. They may be more on top of stuff. You don't know, or maybe opposite. Maybe the boys will be on top of stuff and the girls are not.
Political answers. Laughing out loud. You do love kids more than others. You just do the same for all of them because they are your responsibility. That's true. Short man got one. He's scared of. She right.
and I will admit that on live YouTube. Yes.
Saying you love them differently.
I do not play games with her. Do not play games with her. When it's time, just show up.
You hear that, short kids?
So basically, short man, you said her love language is to be the boss.
Yeah, hey, everybody in the family knows.
Give me your wallet.
Everybody in the family knows. They all know it. So they all know it. So
Daddy, give me your wallet.
They all know it. They all understand and know what that's about.
I mean, like
Yeah.
you've seen it, you know, like some
look
kids
at that
just
now.
are.
See, she put me out
They
there
are
bad,
just a
man.
little more, you know, functioning. So the parent comes across as they, you know, they love them more because they're giving them that attention. But I don't.
Like my daughter is spoiled
But
rotten.
some parents really do love
My
their kids
boys,
more.
they don't really need that. Like my
It's
boys
sad.
don't really need that much. My
Miss
boys
Short,
don't
Miss
really care.
Read that
My
one,
boys
TT.
don't need that much. They
Huh.
don't really care. My daughter wants a whole list. You know, she wants everything. She wants,
Definitely different.
she wants everything. That's why I always say, thank you, Lord. I only have one daughter because
Yeah, well,
they're expensive.
Yeah, man, I find it hard and impossible to love any one person the same way I love other people. That doesn't mean I don't love the other
yeah,
people.
it's different. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
no.
you love them
Not
all
that you
different.
don't love them,
You have
but
to love them different.
because you love them
grandpa.
differently doesn't mean you. So do you feel like loving them differently is meaning you love them more?
Yeah, because I love one more than I love some more than I love the other. I love people in my life. I love some more than I love the other. Doesn't mean that I'm not willing to go the extra mile for them because I still love them. You know, it just means that this person is more. I have more of an affection for this person because this person means a little bit more to me than this person means to me. So I might. So here's the difference. This person might say, let me take a sip of your Pepsi. I'm like, nah, I only got one sip left. I ain't gonna give it to you. But this person might give me a sip of your Pepsi, and you're like, yeah, go ahead, take it. That
See, if
doesn't
that's
mean
the,
doesn't
see,
mean I don't love him.
if that's what we're doing, then I give them all this. I mean, I always. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, look at what she said. Look in the comments. She just said
Yeah,
in the
she does.
comments.
She says she gives them to. He gives them to all. You
Yeah,
know.
so all of
I
them,
mean, and I
all of them run me. I
really.
mean, this is just like that.
Yeah,
And
I
there's no,
really, you know,
so
I'm that middle kid, you know what I mean? The one who's always felt ignored, who's always felt like no one really talked to them. So I put forth a lot of effort in each of my kids being individual and making sure that they all feel that they get the same, you know, attention, love, and care. You know what I mean? Like I make it's a conscious thing to me. But again, there are people who just really flat out. They
I'm
do.
definitely gonna tell my kids I love one of them more than the other, so they can fight over my love.
We're gonna see. Watch your next
You
kid.
are
Watch your
wrong for
next kid
that.
be a girl.
You are wrong for that.
I can't have no girl. They run.
Watch your next kid be a girl.
They run all my friends and cousins' life. Them kill. And my goddaughter punched me in the eye the other day. I with ice, and while they scolding her, I'm upset with them. After I told her repeatedly to stop hitting me. But you know, she can't do no wrong in my eyes. Well, she almost blinded me, but you know.
Girls are different. They just like girls are more attached to their dads and boys are more attached to their moms. You know, some, not all.
Yeah, it should be like it
Some.
usually like that. You have
It's usually
your
like that.
weird times when the boys can't stand their mom.
That's true too. But all three of my
Not meaning
children
they
are
don't love their mama. They just rather, yeah, I'm going to my daddy.
Mhm.
Time for you, mom. Get out of here.
Because you ask mine, sometimes they be like that. They be like, okay, stand that. They mama's boys though. They can't stay away too long. But
Why you want to come over here? Stay with your mama.
all of them do, and I think they funny too. Because like when I want them to go to their daddy house, no, they want to come home. When daddy want them to come over, no, I want to stay at mom's. They act funny.
Yeah, all three of them is attached to me. All three of them. I'm not even gonna lie. All three of them are attached to me. They will tell me more than their dad be texting talking about what. None of your business. But all three of them attached to me.
I don't know, guys. You know, somebody was texting me and told me to call you guys liars.
Hey, that's okay. That's okay.
That's fine. That's fine. You can say that.
My oldest is my, that's my. My husband do say that I baby him a lot. My oldest, I'm not gonna lie, my oldest is my, that's my. That's
so before we close out, well, no, we have some time. Tough love. Is there points where like Miss Short woman said with Short man always coming to the rescue of the kids. She may not have said it here, but she said it before. Thing I haven't got down to everything she has said so far. So, is there a time when you have to give these kids tough love, or as a parent, you should always come to their rescue? I'd like to go first again. I think that kids deserve tough love at some point because I realize that um, some people don't learn until they are on their own. Like for me, for instance, like Short Man, no matter how many times y'all used to tell me, bro, you need to chill, you don't have to do all this type of stuff. I ain't want to hear what y'all fools are saying. I'ma still do it anyway. But on my own, I've learned that not every time somebody says something that you're supposed to, you know, want to do something about it. So lead back into raising kids. If your kid's gonna always mess up, sometimes you gotta let them learn that, hey, you gotta go pay these bills by yourself. You gotta go do this by yourself to learn a trait. Like I don't believe in putting kids out your house, but I do believe you have to be a bill paying person in the house. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna pay all the bills. I'm gonna give you a responsibility. I don't need you to help pay the bills, obviously, but you have to learn how to be an adult eventually, right? You can't just stay in mom's and pop's house and just do nothing.
Right, true that.
So what y'all think?
No, I mean you have to. Yeah. So listen, if as long as you set them up for success, you know, like training wheels, right? You know, I mean, you give them some tools, and you give them, you know, a little responsibility here and there. You have to break them into it. You know, you're not putting them out, but you got to, you know, get them into the mode to where they can be self-sufficient eventually. I don't think, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I agree. I started mine off a little younger. Like I'm a firm believer in not. I don't want to drop them out there, you know, into the world and then be like, oh, learn, you know what I mean? So I tried instilling certain responsibilities and things in them, you know, from young. I think we all do that, you know, like I explained to my boys one day, you know, when I tell you to do chores, you know, that's to prepare you to go out there and have a job, because when you have a job, someone's going to tell you when and how to do something, and you're going to have to do that without anything being said. When I tell you not to talk back, it's because there's going to be times as an adult, you know what I mean, where you can't do that, you know. So we teach them as parents, but no, I think you should always be there for them if they fall, but I do not believe you're supposed to carry them their entire life, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, you shouldn't carry them obviously, but you know, you want to listen. If you have the resources to set them up for success, you should. That's what I think.
Yeah, you should.
That's what I think. Because a lot of times people just kick them out just to say.
Well, that's what I mean. Like resources, and that's why I said that resources aren't necessarily setting someone up for success, because you can give a kid all the resources and they can blow it. You know what I mean? So setting them up for success is to
you mute, Short Man.
I try to install, you know, those kind of responsibilities when they still have that blanket. You know, that's why you start off young. You know, oh, you want a summer job? Okay, you got a summer job. Okay, now make sure you save up for this, you know, giving them bank accounts and making them self-sufficient while you're still there. You know what I mean?
I mean,
that's what I mean by that. But you can't, I don't think you can just give a kid a lump sum of money and think that they're going to be successful.
No, I'm not saying, I'm not talking about like that. I'm just saying just for that safety net, to be that safety net for them while they have the training wheels on. If the wheel fall off, you're gonna be able to put it back on while they learn how to ride. That's what I'm saying.
I'm still trying to learn how to let go.
Hey, Cherie.
Well, it's not letting go, Cherie.
I'm still trying to, like, I still want to do. I'm still.
Hold on to the kids as long as possible.
I'm not saying let them go.
No, not let them go in that and just sense of, you know, I want to still, you know, I'm still in like all my babies.
Yeah, you're gonna mama them all the time. Yeah.
You know, yeah. So
you don't ever have to stop doing that. You their mother.
Never.
Yeah. You mute again, Short Man.
You should never have to.
Yeah.
I still want to.
He's looking like one of them Chinese movies all night.
You over there chewing some hard rice.
But I'm always like, I say that because I'm always like, my husband's the one that do the toughness, and I'm still like, I'll do it. And no, they have to do it by themselves.
Yeah,
like,
certain things.
I'm still trying to learn.
You're gonna be one of them mamas calling your son's doctor's office at 47 to schedule him a doctor's appointment and showing up with him, Cherie. Talking about
calling his doctor, checking on his
calling his doctor
blood pressure.
He needs to
A1C. How is his A1C?
Because when he turned
we can't give you that information. Oh, when he comes there the next appointment, he is gonna sign the release. Okay.
Let me tell you something, lady. That's my baby. Baby 47, lady. I don't know what's wrong with you.
He's still my baby.
But you know something though, that's a beautiful thing though. To have that relationship with your kids, man. Because some it's not
some kids get out of the house and they don't talk.
And they don't come back regularly. They don't talk to you regularly.
Enjoy your children.
Enjoy it, man. Seriously,
like people even. Oh,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, like I take it back to when my kids were little. Each of my kids slept in the bed with me. And I caught like so much. No, your kids shouldn't do that. No, you shouldn't do that. And me as a young mom, in my mind, I just automatically did that because I knew one day that my kids wouldn't want to be in the bed with me and I would want them there. You know what I mean? So I enjoyed every moment of it. You know what I mean? And I heard it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, how you gonna have your kids in the bed?
That's a beautiful thing.
Like, no, you have to embrace, like people try to rush their children. No, let them be children. Let them be innocent. Enjoy it because it goes by so. Like, you don't realize how fast time goes by until you actually have kids. Until you have kids, because you're like, wow, my baby's 18 already. Like, it's been it's been 2 decades.
I can't believe they moved out on me. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah,
why they moved out. I'm trying to find a couple of them now. Why you guys
and yeah, they may bring home grandbabies, but grandbabies still ain't the same as your baby. You know what I mean? So please enjoy your babies while you can.
True, my three still in me and can be in the bed. All three.
But Cherie, don't you be calling his doctor's office when he's 47 scheduling his
doctor. Be like, you gave him the wrong medicine because he's allergic.
You gonna have his girlfriend mad at you.
No, I ain't gonna be that bad.
I think like Short Man said, you should help your kids, but I also think like T says that how they learn responsibility if I'm always gonna throw if I'm always the lifeguard. I'm there throwing the rope and the scale in the water so I could pull them back to shore. You gotta learn to swim.
And that's what I like about
you let them swim, but if you see they drown, you gotta help them. That's
what if it's repetitive? They keep jumping in the water and drowning. What you supposed to do? I'm
gonna keep saving until they know how to swim.
Nah, I can't. Then you disabling the child. When you're not around, what they gonna do?
Oh, they'll figure it out, man. Survival, man. Survival kick in. Survival.
No, not for all kids. I can't believe you of all people saying that. Come on.
Survival will kick in.
I can't believe you of all people saying that.
You know something though?
I think he lying.
I mean, listen. As long as you don't see them in a situation where they just gonna go to crap. I mean, you're not gonna sit there and watch them. Seriously, you may think you're helping them by watching them go to. I mean, there's ways to combat it, right? There's ways to try to get them out of what they're in, but once you get them out, then you gotta get them to go on the right path. You just gotta. I mean, you gotta put it down.
Sure, man. We gotta admit that there's unruly kids that just won't.
Fortunately, thank God, I don't have those. But you're correct though. They are the ones that you will have to.
We gotta do you like how you do T. Disassemble yourself. Stop personalizing this.
So you are correct. There are plenty out there like that you will definitely have to just let them drown.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not drown, but they fall on hard times, I guess.
Yeah, sometimes they won't learn until they fall in that hard time. I've seen that happen. I mean,
until you have to resuscitate them, I guess.
Yeah, you got to go out there after they see they can't tread water.
Yeah, you have to go out there and get them.
And they start learning little by little. I
guess you got to let them go down a couple times on the water, I guess, and then pull them out.
Yeah.
But that's true. Now that's true though. That is very true.
That's why I like the reason I love my daughter going to college and being in the dorm, because that's teaching her also to be independent.
Then we brought that back up. Yeah, that's funny. You gonna tell me I gotta drop one of my kids?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
No, I'm not dropping none of my kids.
I'm picking them up. We going together.
Yeah, we all dying.
Yeah, she said how much you gotta
if
drop.
if we all ain't dying, both of them dying.
He said we gotta drop one.
Yeah,
I said we all go. All three of us going together. If I got two hands, I got two of us all going together.
I ain't letting nobody go.
I'm not letting nobody go. We all going together. If I can't pull both of them out, they're gonna pull me down and we going together.
We gonna sit there until my hand get tired or I go falling with them. That's plain.
Exactly.
You know,
I'm not choosing. Not choosing. Nope.
In you know.
And if I can pull them up and I have to go down, then that's so.
Then that's so be it. That's it. That is it.
So be it. Yeah, that was crazy though. She said you gotta drop one.
Which one of them would you drop?
Well, I mean,
let's see.
Listen, little Danny and little Sean.
And, this one give me back talk.
And
I ain't holding either one of y'all.
What if you have four kids and they make the two you want? So you gonna drop both of them?
Like I remember this one gave me back talk, but this one kind of, but
yeah. I mean, them say them be had something to say, man. We just it's true. I feel, and I also agree with y'all. Y'all may, and that's why I tell y'all to not personalize some of the.
That's true though. I think overall what we see most of the time is parents that will let the kids struggle a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's more. That's like the norm. To me, that's the norm.
Yeah,
where they put them out at 18, or they'll let them struggle, or they give them a hand when they can't, or they just be like, "I'm gonna help you one more time," and that's it.
I have friends that do that, put their kids out when their kids, also take doors off the kids. I mean, like, look, you live in my house, there's rules.
Mm-hmm.
Period. You're an adult, so I'm gonna treat you like an adult. But there is rules. What I don't do in my house, you can't do either.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not gonna be a time or place that me and my child gonna be in an argument about how they're supposed to conduct themselves in my place. Because they're supposed to have enough respect for me to know that, hey man, that having me pay my cell phone bill. That's all I'm paying in here, and I'm living a good life. So I'm preparing your kids for the future is what a parent should do. I accidentally hit the poop button. But
he accidentally hit the button.
I felt like that was real.
Yeah.
that had a real feel. That had a real feel to it.
That one was.
That had a real feel to it, man.
Yeah, man. But with your kids, bro, you got to. You're supposed to set them up for a brighter future. I think the cycle. I think we have lost track to how life's supposed to go. I think we think most people are doing stuff for themselves now and not planning for the future for their kids. I want to leave a legacy for my children to build that legacy on for their children. So they say, Granddaddy P started this, or Granddaddy before that started this, and I'm continuing it. And that's the only
bigger and better.
Generational wealth. That's the only way we're gonna get it.
Yeah.
We kicking our kids out at 18. And think about 18. Your kid is still a child.
It's a child. Even though in the world they see him as an adult, it's still a child. They don't know what.
It's a child that still can't buy alcohol. That you would say, So, I mean, to each his own.
That's just, I don't think my kid at 18, 19.
Yeah.
Like we had this conversation before. There's people out there 40 can't figure out themselves.
Yeah. I think you know what I really think though. Everybody has to do what works for them, for their family. That's how I look at it. You have to do what works for your kids and your family.
True.
That's really where it comes down to, what it boils down to.
Mm-hmm.
Because every family dynamic is going to be different. My family, specifically, the kids love us.
Mm-hmm.
If they didn't have to go, they wouldn't go. If they didn't have to go live life and be grown up, they would still be here. But they have to go live life and be grown up. So they do that.
See, like me,
yeah,
I can keep all my kids in one.
Yeah, so exactly, right?
Keep all my babies in one.
Yeah, so some people, they kids are gone and they don't look back. Or at least they look back, often enough, I guess. So, you'll find different situations out there. But again, family dynamic, they have to do what they have to do. What works for them more specifically, they have to do what works for them.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
You know,
very true.
and I'm not going to criticize a person that feel like he should send their kids out whenever they feel like it. Because
hey, I'm not going to. Well, I'm not going to. Maybe I don't agree with it, but
yeah,
that's their.
That's what you want to do. That's
what you want to do. I don't agree with it, but that's what you want to do.
I feel like you setting your kids up for failure.
Yeah, you setting them up for failure.
Yeah.
I feel like you're setting your kids up for failure. Like, I don't do traditional parenting. Like I talk to about this all the time. I don't do the same things the parenting that my parents did.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't tell my kid what they want to do with his hair. I don't tell my kid what kind of clothes he should wear. I don't tell my kid what type of personality he should have. I don't do none of that. I leave that to my kid. I rarely even tell my kid what to eat. Only when he keeps choosing the same thing over and over again, I might step in and say, "Nah, buddy, try this.
Try this again." Yeah.
You can't.
Hey, leave him alone, man. Cause I'm gonna tell you something, Sean.
Uh-huh.
People call me weird. I would eat the same thing.
I do too.
5 days in a row. I would do it.
I do too.
5 days in a row. I would eat the same breakfast. Exact same breakfast.
Yeah, I do too.
I do that.
I do too.
So it's not a bad thing.
My youngest, if you give him chicken and rice every day, he will eat chicken and rice every day.
Yeah. So, but as a parent, sometimes you feel like, that's not enough. You should try, get a little bit more. That's why you switch it up. That's why I switch it up some.
As long as you get nourishment. Yeah, as long as you get nourishment. You know what I mean?
I've been around family members and they're like, "Oh man, he should cut his hair." I'm like,
why?
Cut his hair.
Why?
He's not
because they feel like that.
Yeah.
Like, why?
And I have to express that to them. He don't want to cut his hair, so he's not gonna cut his hair.
And that's that old school parenting, man. I feel like he's
I don't do that.
No, leave him alone. Let him live.
I don't. That's I don't do that. I'm not gonna
let him live. Like what is his hair doing to you?
Nothing.
Like what is his hair? I'm telling. What is his hair doing to you? Leave him alone. Let him live.
There's kids that like my kids. They like their haircuts. If they don't want to get their haircuts, I'll like my oldest. He wants to lock his hair. I just teach him what things to get to lock his hair, how to maintain it and stuff like that. My youngest, he likes his shape up. He likes his haircut. All I say, I don't tell them what to wear, but at least I'd be like, if you go outside, just make sure you look decent. That's all. Yeah. Clean clothes, make sure everything, you smell good, nice, presentable. Not tell them no. Just like my youngest, he's still at that age that he don't really care what he wear. Like he don't care.
Yeah,
but
I have to at least teach him.
Oh yeah, you got no. You don't want them to go out on the street and look unpresentable.
Yeah,
but if he comes up with his own style and he like, this is what I want to put on. And you're not looking like a dirt bag or that ain't none of my business, son. Do what you do.
Yeah, do what you do. But at least when I see
you
him,
go to school and the kids laugh at you. That's all on you. Give you 2 weeks and you'll be back dressed like.
not the kids laughing at you.
You want to let these kids laugh at you? Be my guest.
Go ahead, just go ahead.
Do what you do, baby.
And I think the kids that they only start to change their style up a little bit when they get to a little more. They get to a little mature where it matters, right? Where it matters, where it matters.
They start finding them,
they get that little crew, that little group of friends that they hang out, they do stuff where they start to kind of come into their own then.
And boys, when they start getting a girl that start looking at them and
they start looking at a girl, they're like, oh, I got it, they know you got to be presentable.
Because I noticed my youngest start fixing his collar and stuff. I was like, somebody, who are you looking at?
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree with Miss Charlton here, man. Stop, I don't agree with people putting their kids up. I really don't. If you want to, that's all,
That's all on you, but
I ain't gonna have no problems with you. I'm not gonna be talking and trying to convince you what to do.
I'm not with the old school parenting or just because my mom and dad did it to me, I'm gonna do it to them too. I'm not with that.
I'm not with the beating you with sticks and pipes and
not doing it.
That's not. We're not doing that.
No,
that's really abuse.
I want you to be healthy. I want you to be healthy.
Yep.
And learn how to survive in this world. Learn how to go out and make a life for yourself. That's what I'm teaching you to do. None of the other stuff. The other crazy stuff got to go.
I talk to all my friends like the OG would tell you. I call OG sometimes, or I mention to OG sometimes how I feel about my parenting, and he give me tips. I do that to a lot of people because the point of being a parent is to better yourself, to be a better parent, to grow as a parent, to make make the world or to make the existence of your child as great as possible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think I think a lot of times we miss that whole point with everything else that we're doing.
Yes, we sure. Sorry, because my husband Andres was saying that my daughter, our daughter change style change every weekend.
Oh yeah, yeah, and you gonna have those. You're gonna
That's
have
how she
those
feel.
you're gonna have to hey, you're gonna have to laugh at them. Sometimes they
Yeah,
come
I
home,
do. I
and you
do.
like, bruh, come on, son. Hey man. I ain't gonna be, and then when they get mad at you, I'm not gonna be the only one laughing at you. Wait till you go to school tomorrow.
I mean,
Yes.
as long as they can handle the pressure. I mean,
Yeah,
that's what it comes down to. As long as they can
yeah.
handle the pressure, you got to be at home. If they come home crying, you got to be there to hug them. You
Yeah,
know,
you gotta be like,
and say it's
bruh,
gonna be all right. You know,
You gonna
that's
be
all
all
you can
right.
do.
You gonna be all right. You
That's
gonna
all you
be
can do.
okay.
told
Yeah.
you that this was gonna happen. But here's what you can do, man. You can put on the regular clothes.
They're not gonna believe you until it happens. That's
Yeah.
how it is. They're not gonna believe you until it happens.
Yeah.
Then
That's
that's
my
how
daughter.
they
I will
learn.
say
You know. Yeah.
she's one tough cookie because she goes from all type of different styles, areas. I don't. Sometimes she feel like she's stuck in the skater boy area. Sometimes she
See?
think that she or I don't know, but. Hey, she was like, I don't care. I look good. I said, girl, if you look good to you, hey, go ahead.
You know, and if she could weather that, that's a
Yep.
beautiful thing. If she can be
Mhm.
independent like that and just do
Very,
her, then that's a beautiful thing. That's
very.
even better.
We got Yard Corey Yaz here.
What
Oh,
up? We got VIP in the building. VIP,
Yeah.
what's up?
okay, bro.
VIP.
But hey, I had something short man.
What's up?
Sheree, I think with the kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think as parent, our number one objective is making their life better, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Under every circumstances, we're supposed to give them the best opportunity to grow.
Be successful, right?
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So at times you see them doing stuff that you know that probably ain't cool, but they're finding their identity. So a lot of times they're finding their identity, so we can't really tell them you can't do this and you can't do that. What would you say to do for a child that's like Cherie said is doing multiple things, trying to find themselves, but they're experimenting with multiple different looks. They want to do this, they want to do that. I gotta tell you that I really appreciate my child still being immature and being a kid because I realize kids his age are killing each other, robbing each other, breaking into house. So I really appreciate that my kid is still a kid, still kid. He's still he's teenager, but he's still in the form of a kid.
Kid
Yeah,
mode.
I know that one.
Yeah.
Definitely. And it's a beautiful thing, man. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing. You can keep them in that mode and happy and living it and just just going about their business and not have to stress about certain things.
Yeah.
Keep them that way. Definitely keep
My
them that way.
youngest is like that. He's 14, but he's still in kid mode, video games, things. Nothing, don't wanna, if he go outside, he's not.
Don't force him to grow up.
He don't want to go outside, and if he do go outside, it is not even tell me, nah, I'm good. He like to stand in the room, plays video games, chill with his brother or sister, and I love it. I love it because, like Sean say, you see so many kids doing so many stuff. Like I always see and you know how you see kids, you be like, what the heck they doing outside at this time of night?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You see them walking. I'm like, and then if I'm in the summer, I sit in the balcony and my youngest come, they be like, it'd be like, if we stay up late on weekends, he stay up late. It'd be like 1:00. It'd be a bunch of them. And I'm like, they go to school with me. I said, they only 14 years. Why are they not in the house?
Because
it's 1:00.
They're raising themselves sometimes. Sometimes they're raising themselves.
I'm like, why is y'all outside at this time of night? But like Sean said, I am happy. My son is still in kid mode, little kid mode, and not even that. Even my oldest is not. He do not like going outside. He go from if work or he go to see his girlfriend or in the house. That's it. that he don't go nowhere else. That's it. And I love it. He's not out in the streets. Nobody can say, well, I know such and such that live. Nah, because it ain't my son. So I love it. I used to think before, you know how back, like a lot of people back then, they used to be like, go outside, go outside. You in the house all day, go outside again.
Yeah.
No, I'm happy.
That's not what you want right now.
No, I'm happy then.
That's
I'm
for
happy.
sure.
I'm
That's
happy
not what you
they're
want right
in
now.
that house. Yes. It's too many things happening. And unfortunately, we have to say too many police running up on our children. No.
Only our children too.
Yeah.
Let's say it.
Yeah.
I gotta notice y'all seen the panel a little short today. There were more here earlier. Had to step out for a little bit. You know, sometimes this type of stuff happens. Lola wasn't here tonight because she had her daughter's birthday. So happy birthday, Monday.
Happy
Monday.
birthday,
Happy
Monday.
birthday, Monday.
Happy birthday, Monday.
Also, why do people feel like you can't co-parent with your if you're not together with the other parent, you can't be cool at compare co-parent. Y'all have to be at odds, or y'all still together. If you're not at odds,
I
then
never
don't get
understood that.
Like
I never
if you love the kid, it shouldn't even be an issue.
Yeah.
It shouldn't matter.
You have to love
what
you have to love the other person.
does.
You just have to love the kid. That's it. You just have to love the kid. That's it. The other person.
Your kid should be able to see both parents and feel comfortable both parents around. They shouldn't be in an environment where they are, man.
And then some parents put the kid against the other parent. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
they're gonna be fighting.
Yes, like I don't like that. I make sure they, even I make sure all my kids have communication. Everything is good. Okay, you want to see them? You good at like that? I don't know. I don't understand why some women make it because I'm not gonna say because society is mostly the women. So let's just
majority, yeah.
Majority is the women. Make it so hard for the man. You see them with another girl. Oh, he not say. Why do you have to use your child as a pawn? Why? He's moved on. As long as he takes care of his child, it doesn't matter who he with. I don't care. Okay, as long as he take care of his child, I'm good, girl. I don't care what we've been burned that bridge a long time ago. We are here to raise our child. Yep. But these girls use this kid and they don't know that they damage their child like that. They damaging their child or their kids because sometimes it can be one person. You had 3 children with one person and oh no, because you're not going over there to the house with that girl in that house. What the good? I have to know who's in that. No, you don't have to know.
You don't have to know jack.
Nothing in that household. Yeah. The only thing I say is I just want to, we don't have to be friends, but I definitely would like to meet, to me.
Yeah, that your kid is going to be around. That's okay. You should,
Yes. So if anything happen, but that's all. Just, hey, how you doing? I'm mom. You did fine, cool, we good. That's it. We don't have to be friends or nothing, but I know if the father has a person in their life and they serious, I need to meet because just in case the dad not around, I have to communicate with her. I have to say, hey, what's going on? Things like that. But some girls is never gonna get it. They're never gonna get it.
Yeah, because they're trying to hold on. They're trying to hold on to that man or somehow penalize that man because they're not together anymore when they really should be looking out for the kid.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know what I also hate when people be like, man, he should go harder to see his kid. He shouldn't have to go harder to see his kid.
Yeah. So I keep saying that. That shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah. Why should he have to go harder? You shouldn't.
And then because some people can't take the pressure, then they just don't show for the kid.
I've seen that happen. I've
seen it happen.
I talk about that with I have a friend that's instrumental in the kid's life that he's able to have decent relationship with their parents and the kid's life that he lives in the house with. Great father. You see him take him everywhere. He's like, man, when that kid get older, I'm gonna have to sit down with him and he's like, I'm gonna have to take the bad feedback. I'm gonna have to take everything that comes with it. But it's like, I cannot deal with that girl, bro. He's like, like, yo, she's gonna make that stuff happen to me. I can't do it. And I used to criticize him. But the older I get, I start realizing that
I mean,
Hey,
that's
man.
destroying that man's soul. So you got to go
Yeah.
harder for his kid, and while you stressing him out for what?
I have a I have a
Because
friend
you
like
can't
that
let
too.
go. Yeah.
Yep,
You
I
know,
have
big
a
up
friend like
yourself,
that
man.
too. That been to, I mean, he been up and down in court, back and forth. She takes him to court for any little thing. And it's like you can you as I talk to him, he's like, yo, sometimes I want to give up, but I can't because I want to see my kids. But it's so, and I will say, some courts are on our side. Unfortunately, some courts are on the woman's side. They don't take the man's side as fast as how they will take a woman's side. But I always be like, encourage him to, try to fight the best way you can. As long as your children know that you fought for them, to see them, they will know that. Trust me, they're gonna know that.
Yeah, a lot of times
They're
people
gonna know.
just don't have the wherewithal to go through it, man. You know, just the energy to go through it, the resources, the knowledge of what to do. You know,
Mhm.
because honestly, if a lot of these guys had the knowledge, they wouldn't just let these women do that to them.
Yep.
Because as long as they're not a danger to the kid and they're not
You're
involved
able
in
to see
criminal
your kid.
activity, they can
Yeah.
see their child.
You're able to see your
Yeah,
kid as much as possible, as
yeah.
much as you see fit to see your
They
child.
just they
You
just don't, a lot of them just don't know
don't.
that because the woman just threatened them with all kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them be scared. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
some
saying?
of them
Because
just won't take the initiative to go. But again, we parent. Why would I want you not to be involved in your own kid's life?
exactly,
You know? Why wouldn't I
exactly.
want my kid to see his mother or my kid to see the other side of his family? You want the kid to have that experience, that knowing that, hey, if anything happened over here, I always got these people over here
Mhm.
that can look out for me. Because at the end of the day, tomorrow is promised to no man. You know? Have a big up Chanel and that house. Yeah. Yazzie and Miss Shortwoman is right. The bitterness, childish mindset of I mean, why are we stopping anybody, a male or female, from being instrumental in their kid's life?
I mean,
Don't even make
the level of selfishness that you have
yeah,
to really to do something like that. I mean, you really
So
consider
you
that.
just wanted a baby to raise him by
You're
yourself.
gonna
That's all.
destroy a life. That's what you're doing
yeah.
to the kid when
You
it's
know,
not necessary.
it's bad enough that our kids go through what they go through already
Yeah,
when they have both parents around. Now you're gonna take one of them away from them.
yeah. And you're gonna make it hard, and you're gonna make that kid know that you're making it hard. That's what's horrible
You know,
about it too.
That's
so he gonna neglect you later on. He gonna be upset with you, and more like gonna be upset with his pops too, because he gonna be like, "Pops should have tried harder. He
mm-hmm.
should have let him see." So now he mad at everybody.
Everybody.
But when he gets to a certain age, he's gonna understand why his pop couldn't fight harder.
Exactly,
You know,
exactly.
it just take a
Yeah,
while to
And
get
then
to that point to see it.
he gonna be mad at you.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because my dad fought hard to be in my life and you made it worse for him. You made it bad for him, not even to see me. For what? Why? You
That's
didn't have no
ridiculous.
reason. Just miserable and wanna keep, I guess he don't want you, so you want to make his life miserable. Because that's all I can think of. You just want to make your life miserable and his life miserable. Because you miserable doing that. You cannot be happy doing that. Cannot.
Yeah, they're ridiculous, man. You know, and I think parenting is a job that's difficult at hand already when both parents is around. Why take away? Why take away any more of the parents? You know, unless you have to. Death or something like that comes up, then it's understandable. But if both of us are around, we should be there to make sure that this young man, this young woman get the best treatment, get the best knowledge from us. That it's a success story.
Well, like I say, I mean, as long as you're not a danger to the child, I mean, that's what I was saying. If you're not a danger to the child, if you're not engaged in criminal activity, criminal behavior, then there's just nothing that should stop you from seeing
Exactly.
your child. And it shouldn't even be about finances. Yes, they have to take care of the kid and make sure that they're taken care of because that's important. But don't let that be the reason that they don't see the kid. As long as they're making an effort to find resources so they can contribute to the kids well-being and otherwise, don't let that be the reason that you don't let them see them before that point. You know what I'm
But
saying?
just I had a older lady that I used to work with at my old job. And I remember she was telling me about how her daughter, her father, he didn't have a lot of money, but she did, She the thing that he did the most for, that was awesome, that she said that money cannot buy that. He will take her to school every day,
Mhm.
pick her up. They'll go to breakfast. He'll always be at her her basketball games, everything. And there's no amount of money can compare to that. And you will my daughter, she thought in her head that her dad had money, because every time she needed like shoes or anything, he'll make his best, buy his daughter shoes, buy his this, but he was always there. He did not have a lot of money, but he was always there. And she grew up very good. Me and him never was not together no more, but he always made sure pick her up, drop her off, because he used to I think he was a little sick, so he couldn't do certain things, but he always made sure he was in his daughter's life. And that is I don't care. No, I don't care about money. I always say that I never care about money. As long as you in your child life present, money should not be, and money can come and go, but as long as you there and they grew up, it was like my dad always been there for me. And that is a beautiful thing.
And it's not because of money.
No.
I'm gonna jump over here to what Yaz is
I have,
saying.
I have a friend like that too, man. He down in his luck for years. While we was younger, everybody was building themselves, and I remember he used to walk to school to pick his daughter up. I remember when it was rent, he used to borrow a little $5 or $10 from us to buy her some McDonald's to go stop at the McDonald's when they eat. They go eat, and or he'll borrow my vehicle at the time to go pick her up from school when it's raining, and you know shout out to his baby moms because she stuck it out with him, knowing that he wasn't able to do anything at the time because he was down in his luck. He had some issues with the courts, and a whole bunch of stuff was going on.
Yeah.
But it took him about 15 years. Dude done figured it out, got himself together, and they're still good friends. And every time I see her, she always saying, "Yo," because me and him, we never stop being friends. But sometimes life move you in different directions where you don't keep up with people as much. And every time the baby mom see me, she always be like, "Yo, reach out to your boys." Always telling people what you helped them accomplish, what you do, what you did. Just little things. Because me and a couple other friends do that. I used to, back then. $10 was a lot to spare for a G back then. I was like, "Oh, it's not $10," but I knew why he was doing it, and you felt sorry for him.
Yeah.
So you like, yo, I'm lending you my $10, knowing I ain't gonna get it back. But the dude
It's
was
the
there.
effort that he
Yeah,
and
he
he
was
was
there.
trying.
It ain't like he was home. They ain't nothing doing it. Be like, I ain't gonna pick my dog every day. Dude, to walk to the school. If you see him walking, I'll stop and pick him up. I used to purposely drive in that direction just to pick him up sometime. If it's too cold or and man, trying people need help. We should always help trying people.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
that's the truth. There's a couple of situations that I see here. So I see Chanel saying, talking about dads that penalize the mom because they don't want to be with them anymore. I mean, that's another one of those situations where just like the woman that wants to drag that guy through the situation, that on the other side, the guy shouldn't do it either. Definitely shouldn't do it
Of
either.
course. No.
Neither one's a good look. Neither one's a good look.
The child getting hurt at the end of the day.
I mean, that's right there. The child stuck in the middle.
I know a lot of people think that the court sides the women. The court gives women more leaning way because they
show deference to them.
But the law states that y'all are both parents, so you have rights.
Yeah.
If you choose not to fight for those rights, which you shouldn't have to.
A lot of guys just don't know it.
A
lot of guys just don't know it though.
Yeah. You shouldn't have to. But technically, you can see your child every weekend if you want to in most states.
Yeah.
Unless something is going on with that child that prevents you from doing that. Because the mother is the custodial parents that have the child most of the time. You're allowed to see your child a certain amount of time of the year to make it even.
Especially if both of y'all have custody of your child and the mom just have physical meaning that the kids live with her. That's it.
Yeah.
They only live with her.
That shouldn't
have custody.
that shouldn't stop us from seeing them. Yeah.
You know what I like in Virginia? In Virginia, you have to file for custody of your
Yes,
child. You
because
don't
if not,
automatically have.
You just can't take them, huh?
belong to the
Yeah,
state.
you don't automatically have custody of your kid, male or female,
Mhm.
when you're in Virginia. You have to literally go to the courthouse and put that
I
on
mean,
paper.
I guess in a sense that evens the playing field. I guess
In a sense,
In a sense,
you know,
we don't
it's
like
a good
it.
and a
We don't like
bad
the
thing,
premise.
kind of.
I don't like the premise necessarily saying the state owns somebody's kid. I don't like the premise. However, in that scenario where it's two parent that just can't figure it out, can't come to an amicable agreement, right?
yeah, somebody got to
In that
step
case,
in and do. Yeah,
yeah, I think in that case it's not a bad thing.
you know,
It's not a horrible thing in that case.
because unless you feel like a parent is purposely trying to keep that kid away from you, parent is purposely trying to do something that might put that kid at life at risk. I mean, she carried the baby for 9 months, man. Well, of course I want you. Of course, most people that think they're a parent gonna say, "I want my kid to live with me," but
Most
it's gonna
mom,
be.
most moms are like we
Yeah,
we want that. No, I want my babies to stay with me.
yeah.
You can come see
You know,
them anytime, but they gonna stay with me.
you know what I respect? The women that's going through hell and be like, I cannot keep this kid. I got to give him to you.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't do this. I'm going through a rough time right now. You got to take these kids because
I was one
I
of
can't be
those.
able to do that right now.
Mhm.
And I don't think a father should hold that against. I think you should
No, I
grab
mean,
kids
so
and
so
turn
you're
it
doing
back.
what's best for the kid. There shouldn't be
Yes.
there shouldn't be any penalty. There shouldn't be any I'm holding anything against you or not. If you're doing what's best for the child,
Because
I
ain't
think
no
that's a good
way
move.
I'm going
Yeah.
through all this stuff and I'm dragging my
No.
kids. That's just
There-
selfish.
there's some women that's
to me.
selfish enough
But yeah,
that
they
will
will
do that.
drag their
Yeah,
kids. Like if
absolutely.
you're not stable, if you don't have a place to live, you're homeless, you don't have nowhere to go, you going and their father is good. You know where the kids are. You know they're gonna have a meal. They're
Yeah.
gonna be sleep, and you want the kids to.
It's
I think
it's
that's
about
selfishness.
winning. It's about winning. It's about I'm gonna do this to spite you, right? I'm
No.
gonna do this spite not I'm just for the well-being of the kids. I'm doing this because I don't want you to win in my mind, or I don't want you to seem like
That is so
you're
messed
getting
up.
over, or they're gonna love you more because they're with you and I'm over here. I mean, it's all kind of selfish reason why they do it.
Yeah,
Each party, it's all kind of selfish reason why it's done.
Kids gonna have their favorite. They don't know any better at that age.
No.
Kids gonna usually attach themselves to somebody that's more lenient.
Mhm.
So they're gonna always probably prefer the more lenient parent. The parent that's gonna put up a lot of rules against them, kids are gonna be more offensive towards
Of
them.
course.
Listen, adults do the same thing.
Yeah, it's
If
natural.
you work at a job, you go to that manager, you're gonna tell you something. You go to the manager over here, he tell you what you want to hear. You're gonna go to this guy, tell you what you want to hear. I mean, that's just
Exactly.
Yeah,
human
of
nature.
course.
Yeah,
Of
you don't
course.
gravitate to what's easier.
So
Yeah.
I like this the child support thing, man. I'm a firm believer that child support should be paid.
I think it should be paid because the child needs it. What I don't believe in is mama going to buy weeds every time the money show up. That's what I don't believe in. Y'all can laugh if y'all want to. Hey, y'all can laugh at me if y'all want to. Y'all can laugh at me if y'all want to. I'm telling you, ladies, let me say it clear for you. The child support that shows up, it's not for you to go get a new weave or a new sewing, a new frontal, new braids. That's not what it's for. Put it in the child's bank account. Put it in for a rainy day. You should be making your own money. Now, if you need it to help with rent or buy food for the kids so y'all can eat, that's fine. But not to buy clothes for you to go hang out with your new man.
So you telling me I cannot buy me a Prada bag and match it with my
you cannot.
Prada
No,
shit?
you cannot. Absolutely not.
So,
no,
what you saying? If I pay child support and she buy Tyrone some new Air Force Ones, that's wrong.
She's very wrong for that. She is wrong. She should be brought up on that. She's wrong.
Match. We all trying
Call
to
on the
match
carpet
as
on
a
it.
family. We
Yeah.
all, I got my Jordans, and we gotta get Jordans. So
that's my issue with that, though. You living good. Your kid running around, shoes scraped up, and you around here with new weave and no, absolutely not. If anybody's wearing less, you should be wearing less.
Exactly.
Anybody? No,
Exactly.
I don't agree with that at all.
Me neither.
And and I don't wrong a lot of the guys out there that's paying child support and feel aggrieved that it's not being spent on the kid as much as they think it should be. I feel for them. I definitely feel for them.
So I would say
check for 48 minutes.
I would play white devil's advocate.
Shut up, John.
I haven't played White Devil's Advocate
Ooh, in a long time. Here we
Go
go.
ahead. Go
One
ahead.
would say,
Let's hear it.
suppose she used her regular money to buy all that stuff for the kid already, and now the reimbursement is coming back, so that's why she buying Tyrone the new white Air Force.
If we can prove that, fine. If we can prove that, that's fine. But normally that's not the case. We know this. We know normally that's not the case. We know this. We know that's not the case normally. We definitely know that's not the case.
True. I know
you know, Cherie. Come on.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because there's a lot of them out there. I used to dislike. I remember when I used to live actually down the street. Sean, when I lived on Witch Duck.
Oh, okay.
And I used to be outside. I see parents, their coats be nice, and then the baby out there with the little sweater,
looking like Diddy. Looking like Diddy in that "Hate Me Now" video.
Like what is that?
The baby
what are you doing?
Yeah, and the baby with the little sweater. Like I used to look at them like, are you like? I will cut that thing's jacket.
Yeah, because they have to have on. They have to have on the goose down, the bomber. What about the child?
Priorities, man.
Yeah,
and that's what it comes down to.
Exactly, priorities.
I don't know. I'm different in a mindset when I think about stuff like that, man. I don't feel like
if I have it, they have to have it too.
Yeah, I feel like we all gotta have it all.
Yeah.
We don't all have it.
We have enough. We have enough so we can all be comfortable. Nobody gonna be better than anybody.
Exactly. And if I can't wear these sneakers because I gotta buy them, then that's fine. I wear my little slippers.
I go some skip bobos if I have to. As long as the kids are good, I'm good.
Skippy balls. I can wear a pair of less shoes. I'm grown.
Exactly.
I don't care.
I can wear a pair of shoes and still look cute.
I'm not trying to impress anybody anyway.
Still look cute.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't got it, I understand that.
Pretty much. Yeah, exactly right.
If you got it, or you halfway got it, but you choosing you to have it, but not
over the kids. Yeah, no,
exactly.
Absolutely not. No.
And it don't take much. It don't take much to put your kids in right standard, because most of them like what they like anyway.
Exactly.
They gonna want this. More like it, they're not even gonna want this. Yeah, my son, it's crazy because we go out and buy him Jordans and stuff, and my son don't care about no Jordans.
Yeah.
My son's shoes will literally sit here.
Yeah, we gotta stop. Yeah, we gotta stop paying for Jordans too. I spend $100-something for shoes. Why? Stop doing that.
And he doesn't even wear them. Now, sometimes he only wear them one time, and his foot outgrown because he's still growing.
Exactly.
Just like when my youngest was young, I will try to get him little Nikes. What he want? The little Spider-Man shoe with the lights on it. With the light, and I'm like, you don't want to wear
Louis Vuitton shoes.
When I was like, I bought you some and you want the thing that lights up.
All the baby wants that little $8 Iron Man sneaker. You just went and bought him that $700 for
that Louis Vuitton shoe, and he wants to.
And you live in an apartment. Now, how does that make sense? Make that make sense. Well,
then we talk about BBLs, the girls that have BBL that live on 3038 Peach Street, apartment 3.
Instead of getting the mortgage.
Her roomies. Yeah, her roomies. Her roomies done stole half of the BBL money, so when she's supposed to fly out.
Oh man. Oh no.
Oh
no. Not taking half of the money.
Listen, man, each his own. Yeah, it's all fun and games.
Yeah, you gotta do better by the kids, though. I mean, that's the moral of the story. Do better by the kids, man.
Mine's gotta be better have to have better than me.
Yeah, do better. Do better by the kids, and that's it. There's no other way. There's no two ways about it. Do better by the kids. That's it.
Legacy is right. You see the kids out there,
hair not done, little girls' hair.
And mama got a new sew-in. Yeah, we only stop buying Jordans and maybe try buying these kids some property. Yeah, that's true.
That's definitely true.
That's true.
That's what we're working on right now, is to leave a legacy.
That's for sure.
These kids, with a will, of course, because some of these kids are butt wipes. They'll put all your heart down the drain.
We gotta put it on paper.
I'm
speaking this. You ain't just gonna marry Sharon and Sharon take everything and give it to me.
Hey, because you know that happened too.
Yeah, it happened all the time.
Because you know your kids might be good with each other. When you
Yep.
get that one Sharon show up, she was like, "Hey, you the
He
oldest one.
destroy
You the oldest one. You better hold
everything.
on to that. You the oldest one. You better keep that."
Why he want to get that house?
Yeah.
You the big one. You want
You the oldest one. You gotta
Exactly.
get it. Why he gotta get
Why
it?
why split it with you?
Yeah.
When that's you know, like it's not like the reason is not clear. But why
Yeah.
split it with you?
He wasn't even on the wheel. Why give him some of it?
Exactly. Like,
He
why?
was sibling,
Why?
G. That's why. Come on.
Yeah, some
You got
dirtbag
people that let
behavior.
you manipulate them like that. You know?
Dirtbag behavior, man. Yeah, definitely.
So, you know, that's I like this conversation, AGP fam. We'll be back here again next week. We'll be here Sunday for Top 5 Sundays, where we deliberate top 5 and every and anything. We do need to get a state of Jamaica out there, short man.
Yes, y'all do.
We'll link up beginning of next week, maybe.
Yeah, we need to get one out there. It's
beginning of
hot
next week.
right now. What's going on the island with the spice, the Lila Ica, the crime rate? There's so much stuff going on that we're missing out on commenting on. So we gotta get one of those out. Maybe maybe we'll see what's going on. We have to call up Cherie and Reza and see if we can get a few other people this Sunday.
Yeah,
And see
I heard some wild stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on the island, man. And people have been asking for it. A couple of people asked me why we stopped doing it, and I told them that we haven't stopped doing it. We're just, it just
We're trying to build something else. And, that's all it is.
Y'all should do
we
a
have to
couple. At least throw a couple of them in there.
Yeah, so we definitely gonna do one. This definitely need to do one within the next week or so. One definitely need to between this Sunday and next Sunday. I think we should just go live for an hour. A quick hour and 15 minutes, and just have people be able to chime in. It'll be done, record right there, and then we'll be good to go.
Sound like a plan.
Shout out to everybody in the comment section. Legacy, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Everybody else, Corey, Miss Short Woman, Yaz, Pet, everybody, Chanel, everybody that was in the comment section tonight that I didn't mention, everybody that was watching out there that I mentioned, man. Shout out to y'all. Demby, big up yourself, my bro.
Respect to everybody.
Also, Poop on Horrible Fathers. Poop on Horrible Mothers.
Poop
on both of them.
Yeah.
So, man, I like this session tonight, man. Really appreciate this. This was a great conversation. As always, we might not all agree on the same points, but we can always agree.
We respect each other's opinion.
Yep, and sometimes we gotta keep the conversation fiery for you guys, so you guys can be entertained, enjoy.
Sometimes I get out of control. Sometimes I don't mean to.
Yes, and then Miss Sharp Woman check him for us, and then he'll be back.
Yeah. Oh man,
it's all love, man. We appreciate it all. We appreciate everybody coming in and joining us. Chanel, thanks for showing up here tonight with us. Everybody else that out there watching, YouTube land, Facebook land. People have been asking me when are we gonna start streaming on Instagram. Well, Instagram hasn't opened a platform for third-party streaming, and we use a different program. It doesn't show up properly up there, so we're just gonna wait until Instagram open the door. And when it open the door, we're gonna at the same time we're gonna start streaming there, because this program we're able to stream straight into all three of them at the same time. We love all of you, man. Thanks for the support. Thanks for everything you guys do for us so far. We work hard every week to come and give y'all guys a great show. So shout out to Lola B. Shout out to T. Shout out
to
Reza. We here with Cherie. We here with Short Mizzle, the OG, the old general. And it's me, your boy, Sean Peoples. Listen, man, I'm excited about the future. We're about 2 months away from 1 year of the podcast. We're growing. We're gonna keep trying to grow, try to make the podcast and the platform huge so we can attack and address certain situations. Check us out on Tuesday night when we deliberate hot topics, just like stuff that's going around in and around the world, where we can get in Thursday night is our relationship nights where we talk relationship concept, some family things also. And Sunday night is top 5 anything. We talk top 5 of anything. And that's pretty much it, man.
I'm waiting on Tuesday night. I got some stuff to say. Tuesday night.
Got some stuff to say Tuesday night.
Come see me. Come see me.
OG got a lot to say on Tuesday night, man.
Come see me.
And I hope you're white about it.
I'm definitely white about it.
Okay.
I'm always white.
Yeah.
I'm
We
always
love y'all.
white.
Hey, tell our peoples we out of here, man.
Hey, y'all.
Love
Be
y'all.
good.